opinion, he's the greatest Origin player of all time. The Slater try was one of the great individual tries of State of Origin football. It was what the moment required, and he produced the moment.
When I actually scored the try, you're in a zone, you get caught up in the emotion. It doesn't hit you until you're looking back to the kickoff and the crowd's going berserk.
State of Origin just brings it out of it, and it takes you to another level. And you dream about it, you hope one day you'll be able to do it. He did it, and no greater moment, no greater occasion for him.
New South Wales versus Queensland. The decider. Harvey Norman's State of Origin on 9. Telstra Stadium, Sydney, the home of the 2000 Olympic Games, is once again a sellout as rugby league's finest athletes line up for the Herculean challenge that is Origin football. Some 83,000 fans are gathering for Origin 3, the decider. Hello and welcome. Since the birth of the series in 1980, Origin has come down to a decider 10 times, with New South Wales winning only twice. Yet Queensland has never won here at Telstra Stadium in 8 appearances. Tonight, a new chapter in Australian sporting law will be written. And to preview the 2004 decider, our expert panel for Channel 9's live coverage is headed by Peter Sterling.
After 163 minutes of football, just 3 points have separated New South Wales and Queensland this series, and that has set up one of the most eagerly anticipated clashes in Origin's 71-game history. Tonight I'm joined by 3 men well acquainted with Origin deciders in Matthew Johns, Paul Borton and Andrew Johns. Good evening,
Thanks,
gentlemen.
Pete. Great to be here. Great night.
Fatty, 10 times it has gone down to game 3. Queensland have won 8. Why the good record?
I'll try and answer that one for you. Well, Queenslanders love being the underdogs. They love playing against adversity. I mean, the Queensland trait is to turn up when you shouldn't, to make that tackle to save a try, to be there when you're not supposed to score the winning try. And it's just something, it's inbuilt into us. And Phil Gould knows about this trait, and he also knows you can't coach against it. And this is the danger tonight for New South Wales.
You sound very confident. Now, Matty, a big crowd in tonight. We've had a little bit of rain earlier. It doesn't take much for this ground to get slippery. Does that change the approach of the teams?
Look, Pete, I think it's going to affect New South Wales more than Queensland. Let's take Cooper and Gasnier, for instance. Both players are flair players. They like to stay out wide. They can't do that tonight. They've got to get in there. They've got to work hard. They've got to get dirty. And that's probably not their strength.
Well, Joey, your expectations?
Mate, there's no more chances, is there? This is it. I just can't wait.
Well, New South Wales won the first game 9-8. That was in Golden Point. 22-18, Queensland hit back. No surprise, Fatty. They've stuck solid, but welcome back some players.
They have, Pete. Yes, this is a very strong-looking side that takes the field tonight. There is one late change that's just been made. We'll tell you that as we get to it. Reece West of the fullback. Matt Singh, Billy Slater. Good on you, Billy, on the wings. Brent Tate, Willie Tonga. There in the centres, the 5'8", Darren Lockyer. He's also the captain. Well supported by the halfback. Scott Prince had a great series. Now, some changes. Dane Carlaw goes back to lock forward. You'll see number 15, Petro Sivanasiva, off the bench into the back row. Mick Crocker partners him. The prop forwards tonight, Shane Webke, The Rock, Stephen Price and Cameron Smith. And the bench, and it's a very attractive looking bench, Chris Flannery, Ben Ross. Also there is Corey Parker and Matty Bowen. They're coached by Michael Hagan. Matty Johns, what about him?
What a great team. Look, Darren Lockyer, I've no doubt. He's as important to this team, Fatty, as Wally was during the 80s. So tell you to look out for tonight. After about 30 minutes, you're going to see the likes of Wesser, Slater, Matty Singh start to pop up on inside balls off Lockyer. Just testing the Blues tiring forwards. That's going to be one of their really big players that work well in the first 2.
They do that, yeah, the inside balls, and they'll set it up for the outside plays later. Also, the short kick from Darren Lockyer. He's learnt this so well off Alan Langer. Played so many times with Elf at the Broncos and also for Queensland, and he's taken over where Elf left off. He's just a sensational player, Lockyer.
A sensational player.
I think the shock tactic tonight needs to be this man taking them on. So much emphasis on Lockyer. Scott Prince should run the footy.
Scott Prince played so well in that first game because he took them on. He was the player's player. He didn't do so much of that in the second game. He needs to cut loose tonight and show just what he can do.
It is a very formidable lineup, and Scott Prince scored the first try in the series, set up the second, and was dangerous every time he touched the football in the second match. Soaking up the atmosphere down in the Queensland sheds is Andrew Voss.
Well, Peter, the Queensland side of 2004 looking to become only the 4th team in the history of Origin to win a series decider, having lost the first game of the series. They did it back in 82, they did it in 87, and New South Wales did it in 94. Let's have a look at some of the Queensland players as they get ready for this series decider tonight. Reece Wesser here, who, of course, played in the grand final in October for Penrith, so he's got the big game experience here at Telstra Stadium. The hero of State of Origin number 2, the man of the match, Billy Slater, with 2 tries. Could be in for some sort of miraculous play tonight. Dane Carlaw, who scored the game-tying try back in 2002. Going to catch a word with Ben Eichen, who this time round is the media manager for the Queensland side and has played 17 Origin matches. G'day, Ben.
G'day, Wilson.
Mate, last word on Queensland. They'd had a few hiccups in the week, injuries to Michael Crocker and Steve Price.
Yeah, they're right. They got the all clear yesterday and they're ready and raring to go.
The room seems like a resolve to get the job done tonight.
Yeah, well, that's what we focused on all week. We just made sure we got our preparation right, and I hope that we can come up with victory tonight. It'll be a crackerjack game, but unfortunately one team's going to win. We just hope it's going to be us.
Good luck tonight, Ben.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, Ben Eichen, the youngest player ever to play Origin football, now on the Queensland support staff. We'll take our first break and come back and have a look at New South Wales.
With 172 kilowatts of power and Toyota's driver assist technology, the all-new Toyota Kluger all-wheel drive, the ultimate crossover. Where you take it is up to you.
The Newcastle Permanent Building Society is helping to build our future. Not only the Newcastle Knights, but the entire region. The Newcastle Permanent Knights Junior Development Program reaches more than 35,000 kids across the Hunter each year. And we're not just looking for the next Daniel Abraham, Kurt Gidley, Josh Perry or Adam Woolnough. We're promoting the benefits of playing and working as a team, being active and leading a safe and healthy life. From these kids, we're building our future on and off the field.
Joey, you got any tips?
Look, Gonzo, always stay on side, never get sold a dummy, and always use Eagles Plumbing Plus.
We use Eagles for service, pricing and great product range. We use Eagles Plumbing for service and for pricing.
Eagles Plumbing Plus, the plumbing store more plumbers use.
You got any more tips?
Yeah, stick to plumbing.
At Tyre Power, we do the lot. Cars, vans and four-wheel drives. Trucks, buses, the ute, caravans and tractors. Even the ride-on mower. Whatever tyre you need, we've got the lot. And as Australia's largest independent chain, we've got all the top brands. Like Kelly, Toyo, Kumho and Syme. With 230 stores around Australia, the choice is easy. Call 13 21 91 and say hello to your Tyre Power Pro.
Sea Ray, the world's #1 selling production boat. Unbeatable quality at a price that's closer to your budget than you realise. Test drive Sea Ray at Hirecraft Marine. On the water where boating specialists should be at Toronto and your sole Sea Ray agent from Gosford to the Queensland border.
Salads Plus is changing. We've got some new things and we've made some good things even better. Like our Berry Nice Yogurt Crunch, now with 25% less sugar. And a juicy new lean beef burger with less than 9 grams of fat per serve. Or if you want the burger satisfaction without the meat, try our new and improved veggie burger. And if you're on the go, go for our new real fruit smoothie that's 98.5% fat-free. New and improved Salads Plus. Change has never tasted so good.
8:30 Saturday.
My name is Forrest Gump.
A much-loved friend comes to visit. He'll tell you an amazing story.
Run, Forrest, run!
The journey of a simple man.
Stupid is, stupid does, sir.
Who knows what to hang on to. R-E-S-P-C-T. In confusing times.
Alabama!
Winner of 6 Oscars, including Best Picture and Best Actor, Tom Hanks.
Congratulations. How do you feel?
I got it paid.
Forrest Gump, 8:30 Saturday on NBN.
Interstate Rugby League supremacy is on the line tonight as we welcome you back to the Olympic Stadium, and there are live shots of the New South Wales players going through their warm-up period. The toughest time of the night, really, the weights. There'll be plenty of disappointment after Game 2. They had a chance to wrap up the series on that night. And we have pointed out they have a poor record in deciders, only won 2. But it's no coincidence, you would think, that Phil Gould was in charge of the Blues on both of those occasions. 6 changes to the side tonight. beaten at Suncorp Stadium. That is quite a number, and here is how they will take the field. At fullback, Anthony Minicello. On the wings, Penrith duo of Luke Lewis and Luke Mooney. An explosive centre pairing, Dragons teammates Mark Gasnier and Matt Cooper. Brad Fittler is back at 5'8". Trent Barrett comes into the side as halfback, and a workaholic back row of Sean Timmins, Nathan Hindmarsh and Craig Fitzgibbon. Up front, Jason Riles, Danny Badeiros, who is the skipper, Mark O'Mealy coming off the bench tonight. Some big men, Willie Mason and Brent Kite, alongside Ben Kennedy and Craig Wing. They are coached by Phil Gould. It's a very good-looking lineup. You have a look at Trent Barrett coming in, Joe. It's the first time any team has ever used 3 different halfbacks as their starting halfback. Would be quite an effort to get through a series and win under those circumstances.
I think it's not a bad option, using Trent Barrett. He hasn't played much football. Come to a third game, sometimes if you're a halfback, you're tired, not tired physically but mentally, coming up with decisions. Trent's coming in the game fresh-minded. I expect him to have a real big game today.
The man of the match in game 2 was Billy Slater. Fantastic effort with the football. I think Phil Gould will look to put him under pressure defensively once again, make some tough decisions under pressure.
I think they target him definitely. Going him in defence. The first try, he should have run some under tough with the grubber in behind him. But definitely, I think you'll see a lot of traffic tonight.
We talk about the centres, the strike power. These two players have scored 24 tries at club level. But a different story tonight for them. They're scoring tries against the West Tigers. Different opposition tonight for the two centres.
Absolutely, making their debuts tonight. It's going to be a tough arena to play in. They're not going to get as much room to move. I actually think they'll both play very well running out of dummy half, especially Mark Gasnier is one of the best dummy half runners in the comp.
I just wonder if Phil Gould knew what the conditions were going to be like, would he have gone with this pairing? I don't think he would have.
I think you had to go with them the way they were playing in the club comp. You've got a feel for Gidley and Tahu, but I think they forced their way in. It's a big game for them tonight here. They will not get the room they think they're going to get.
Yeah, there was some controversy, of course. Matt Gidley and Smana Tahu did play so well, couldn't retain their spot, and that has seen the Blues use 27 players this series. That equals what was used by Jack Gibson in 1989. They got beaten 3-0. 21 only for Queensland. Does that hurt New South Wales' chances, the big turnover?
I think it's a massive turnover. I've never seen anything like it. You've got to think it might hurt their combinations. There's so many different combinations out there than there was in game 1. So many different players used. They've got to get used to each other all over again.
I'm interested to see how Fittler and Barrett play with one another tonight. They both play their best on the left-hand side of the park. I think early on, the player who plays on the left will assume the senior role.
Well, to give us a feeling of how things are down in the New South Wales shed, men have played 20 straight Origins for the Blues. Paul Harrigan.
Well, here we are in the New South Wales dressing room now. As you can imagine, there's plenty of intensity here, but at the same time, I've got to say, there's a quiet calmness about the boys. You can see them coming around now. Jason Riles playing his first game for this year, getting strapped up. Got Ben Kennedy there, stretching up. Sean Timmins loves Origin. There's Minners there just working over the shoes, but most of the boys thinking deeply, thinking quietly about what they want to do. There's Freddie. Now, of course, Freddie's going to be playing his last one and being one of the great stalwarts. And Fitzy, how are you, mate? Good. What's your gut feeling about tonight?
Yeah, we've trained pretty good and prepared well, so it's just a matter of getting out there and putting it together, but it's going to be hard.
Yeah. I've got to ask you, in Origin, your work rate is just phenomenal. Tonight, you're exhausted, you're fatigued. What's the main things? What drives you? What keeps you going?
Just keep going for your teammates. I suppose you do the work, and it's a matter of putting the performance out there, and if you get the chance to do it, well, you don't want to let anyone down, so it just usually keeps ticking over.
This is a big game in so many ways. There's so many reasons why. What's it mean to you to win tonight?
It'd just be fantastic, the amount of work that goes in over the Origin period, and it's a goal for everyone to play Origin football and get the chance, and you just don't let your state down, mate, because everyone sees how much it means to the fans and everything like that, and your teammates, and obviously Freddie's last game and Gus's last game, so it's pretty special.
Are you ready?
I think so, mate, yeah.
Good luck, mate.
He looks ready and he's not missed a minute of Origin so far this series. In fact, with Timmins and Hindmarsh in the back row, great flexibility as to how they use their interchange. Now, win or lose tonight, Phil Gould will retire from Origin. He's coached 24 teams to a record 5 series wins. There's been a lot said about the man, but now some words from someone who you may have thought unlikely to pay tribute to his arch rival.
Lonnie, get him to spread out, don't budge. Get him to spread out.
Phil Gould completes his 8th State of Origin series. Quite a remarkable effort. I'm not sure if anybody from New South Wales will ever match that. There's been a lot written and said about Phil. Said most of it himself and written most of it himself, but it's been said. But the thing that I always admired about him and what he's done with it, he treated State of Origin the way it should be, as a great contest that it is, and he gave it the respect that it was entitled to. And there was never a New South Wales team that didn't coach that wasn't prepared, and he was the toughest coach that I certainly coached against in that arena. And I think any of the Queensland coaches would also agree with that. He'll be missed because he does bring something to the game. He's not everybody's cup of tea, but that's not what sport's about. Sport's about its personalities. Sport's about doing the best you can. And on both occasions, Phil's been a great personality. He's promoted the game as good as anybody has, and he's done his best. And he should walk away as a winner, which he is, and knowing that he made a great contribution to a wonderful concept, which, like all of us, when we've had our turn, it's just been our watch, and he's done his duty.
Good evening. Cool and windy across the Hunter with a few isolated showers about the ranges late afternoon. Tomorrow, gusty southerly winds. There'll be a strong wind warning for our coastal waters and just a chance of a coastal shower to the exposed parts. Overnight, the mercury down to 3 degrees for Scone. It'll be dry for Scone. Chance of a shower for Gosford, Newcastle. Temperatures in the teens.
Don't miss Hyundai's cold hard deals this winter. Like the limited edition Elantra FX with free alloy wheels and rear spoiler for a price-shattering $19,990 drive away. And the gutsy 7-seat Terracan with alloy nudge bar and side steps free. That's $1,700 extra value. And get Australia's best small car, now with $1,000 worth of free accessories. Hurry in for Hyundai's cold hard deals now.
Need some practice? Free picture messaging to anyone on any network till the end of September this year. Join Vodafone today.
At Tyre Power, we do the lot. Cars, vans and four-wheel drives. Trucks, buses, the ute, caravans and tractors. Even the ride-on mower. Whatever tyre you need, we've got the lot. And as Australia's largest independent chain, we've got all the top brands. Like Kelly, Toyo, Kumo and Sign. With 230 stores around Australia, the choice is easy. Call 13 21 91 and say hello to your Tyre Power Pro.
You know what stops me from eating a big, juicy, delicious hamburger from McDonald's? Absolutely nothing.
Introducing Salads Plus new lean beef burger with all the trimmings. Reduced fat cheese slice, sliced tomato, tatsoi salad mix, grilled onions and a lean beef patty all on a Kaiser bun. And all under 9 grams of fat per serve. New and improved Salads Plus. Change has never tasted so good.
Looking for transport that's actually fun? Then you'll love the nifty little Daihatsu Shuri. Air conditioning, dual airbags, CD player and central locking for just $12,990 drive away.
Hello? Anybody?
Sunday night at the movies.
Look what I have created! I have made fire!
Take an incredible journey to the ends of the
I would rather
earth.
take my chance out there in the ocean than to stay here and die.
To the center of your heart.
I love you. You're the love of my life.
Academy Award winners Tom Hanks and Helen Hunt in the blockbuster movie Smash. Castaway, 8:30 Sunday.
Shannon Knoll revving the crowd up here as we welcome you back to Telstra Stadium. In fact, you'll see Shannon on the Footy Show tomorrow night. He'll be singing live and joining us. Looking forward to. But the on-field rugby league action is not far away. Final preparations coming down in both camps now. And let's have a look at the New South Wales side as they go through a little bit of ball work, just getting loose. So important in these games, Joey, to get an early touch, get an early involvement.
Definitely for the younger players, but in this situation, all you want is for plenty of talk to each other, plenty of encouragement, and just to get the nerves going. But it's just the hardest part about playing, the preparation in the sheds, the warm-up.
Fair to say, Joey, looking for the senior roles, senior players at this time to take roles and talk it up.
Oh, definitely. They've got to take the senior role and lead the talk, lead the name chanting and talk about what they're going to do earlier on.
Hey, Andrew, being a halfback yourself, how important tonight is it for Trent Barrett to take the line on?
Oh, it's important, especially in these conditions. In State of Origin, you don't win by finessing the ball, and especially with a bit of rain, a bit of dew on the ground, he must take him on at every opportunity.
I actually think Fittler and Barrett will share first receiver duties, like most combinations do in the NRL these days. So
either side of the ruck.
Well, either side, or sometimes I think we'll see Barrett standing wide outside Fittler.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think we're going to see a lot of width tonight. I'll be surprised. I think it's going to be a running game for New South Wales.
But I think they're both at their best when they're running the ball. They're both big and strong and athletic, and if I was Gus, I'd be telling him, take the ball to the line.
Now, big games are always won by the side that defends the best. I think it's very topical that Michael Crocker and Brent Tate have come back into the Queensland team. They are two of the best defenders in the competition, can run the football, but in their respective positions, defend as well as anyone.
Yeah, Mick Crocker's one of the toughest men playing the game today, and you can see the difference between the two sides. The Queensland side probably have done their warm-up already, just having a quiet chat before they run out in the field in 5 or 6 minutes. And sitting there, you know, one of the greatest Origin players of the modern era is sitting there, Matt Singh. How many tries has he scored? Not so much then, but the tries that he has saved over the years is just incredible. He's one of those players who does turn up when he's not supposed to. A magnificent player.
You know, Paul, in Origin 2, I thought there was a 10-minute period after half-time, but he was one of the guys that swung it. He's just a great dummy half runner.
And the man speaking to them there, of course, Michael Hagan, who will join 2 other Queensland coaches to have won a series in their first year. That would be Graham Lowe and Paul Vaughton.
Paul Vaughton had a great year in 95, yeah, that was sensational. By the way, Pete, just some information, one Sydney punter today has outlaid $200,000 on his own on New South Wales at $1.48 with Centrebet up there in Alice Springs. So, in other words, he's forked out $200,000 to win 96. So, see how he goes.
Was it a Sydney punter or a Newcastle?
He's a Sydney punter.
Might be the bloke sitting right next to me. We talk about pressure and nerves. One man undoubtedly under that tonight is Paul Simpkins, about to referee his first Origin. He's having a chat with the man who was the best man in the middle, Bill Harrigan.
In around 10 minutes, Paul Simpkins will referee his first State of Origin game. He's been thrown in at the deep end, decider, capacity crowd, and never refereed at Origin level before. I vividly remember my first game. I had the rubbery legs, screaming thoughts going through the mind, sick in the stomach. No amount of preparation can prepare you for what you're about to encounter when you run out on that field. The speed will shock him. He has to quickly find the balance between policing the ruck and the 10 metres. If he doesn't, he'll get left behind, and that's when you start to make mistakes. Have a good one, Paul.
Yeah, we do hope Paul Simpkins has a fine night tonight. In fact, we hope that he's not spoken about until after the game when everyone says, well, gee, what a great job he did. Gentlemen, a final thought?
New South Wales to win in one of the best Origin games we've seen. A top 5 Origin games.
I think New South Wales to lead at some stage, at Queensland to dig deep and come from behind and win it.
Start well, they'll win for sure.
Yeah, I think with the fact Sydney Silver is coming to the side, we can expect explosion in the first 15 minutes. I love the opening to Origin. We'll be back at half-time. We'll have a look at all the first highlights of the opening 40 minutes. Now we go to Mark Ferguson. Kick-off not far away.
Good on you, Sterlo. Whether you're a Queensland or New South Wales supporter, everyone with a mobile phone has the chance to win $5,000 in the VB Man of the Match competition. All you have to do is correctly predict which player the Australian Test selectors will vote VB Man of the Match. SMS text your entry to this number, 1889926. That's 1889926. The lines close at 9:45 tonight, and the winner will be announced on tomorrow night's footy show. Just a couple of minutes to kick off in the 2004 Origin Decider. In the 24-year history of State of Origin, the third game of the series has been a decider just 10 times. Now counting down to kick-off, let's use a little history to remind us of the fireworks about to be made in Game 3, 2004.
Kicks the position, it's gone straight downfield. I don't know that he intended to go there. Sigsworth feels it in the end goal. Oh, and he's taken beautifully and stopped in his tracks by McCabe. Loses the ball, it's a try. Lewis.
New South Wales have hit the front 6-4, but Queensland coming back. He's Dowling, chip kick, and that'll be a try. Oh yes, no worry about it. Shearer was there and jumped on the loose ball. Well, the big man with a boot. Strikes back for Queensland. What a game! Lewis just strolling out, acknowledging the crowd, and then just standing there like a colossus. Gets away to Langer. Out for Shearer. Shearer heading for the line. Yes, Shearer's there. Unbelievable football. Can you believe this State of Origin? Oh, 23 metres out. There it goes. It looks okay for Will Chilling. Oh, yes, he's got it.
He's pulled down the curtain, and the fat lady has sung. 5 tackles gone for the Blues, played by Harrigan, stripped away for Daly, he kicks ahead, picked up by McGregor, gets it back for Daly, Daly for Eddinghausen, Eddinghausen gets a try, oh tremendous play, Alfie is back in town, Langer, danger, Langer's over, having a magnificent game, what a night, what a player. The little legend. 1.25 minutes to go. It is the Blues by 4 points. Langer's pass. It's with Carlaw. He beats one. Carlaw's away. Carlaw will score. Carlaw.
Here they come, the mighty Maroons. They never say die.
Coming soon, experience 2 of the greatest television events ever conceived. An earth-shattering disaster, a spectacular, watched in Britain by 9.5 million people.
Something is happening to the mountain!
Pompeii, the last day.
They lived and died by the sword in a place where only the fittest would survive. Colosseum, Rome's arena of death. 2 incredible television events coming soon to NBN.
Nature has a way to help beat backache. Nature's Way back pain helps relax muscles and repair damage. For drug-free pain relief, try Nature's Way.
Isn't it nice when things just work?
Salads Plus is changing. We've got some new things, and we've made some good things even better. Like our Berry Nice Yogurt Crunch, now with 25% less sugar. And a juicy new lean beef burger with less than 9 grams of fat per serve. Or if you want the burger satisfaction without the meat, try our new and improved veggie burger. And if you're on the go for our new real fruit smoothie that's 98.5% fat-free. New and improved Salads Plus. Change has never tasted so good.
Who do the people of the Hunter region turn to for laser vision correction? Hunter Laser Vision. Offering world-class standards of treatment with their Osiris laser, Hunter Laser Vision is dedicated to educating. Call 1-800-44-2020.
At Amy, we believe that good drivers deserve to pay a lower premium. That's why we introduce new Flexi Premiums. Now you choose how much you pay and how much you save. With new Flexi Premiums, you can save up to 50% off your comprehensive motor insurance by choosing an excess level that suits you. And when you can save with Amy's Flexi Premiums, why pay full premium? So get lucky and call Amy now.
Lucky you're with Amy.
Skycam, brought to you by Toyota.
And there's the sights looking around the Olympic Stadium, Telstra Stadium, prior to the kick-off to Game 3, the decider. Magnificent atmosphere. We've had just a few showers of rain here. They started about 5 o'clock in Sydney. I don't know what effect they've had on the pitch at the moment, but we will go down firsthand and talk to Andrew Voss in just a moment. The Queenslanders about to leave the rooms. A tense moment. Has there been a more drama-charged series than the one we've been watching in 2004? It has meandered through the Golden Point controversy, allegations that administration had intervened in refereeing matters and what decisions referees might make. That and, of course, the New South Wales coach again very much in the spotlight. But we've come down to what will be the 11th series to go to a decider. Game 72, Queensland 35, New South Wales 34, 2 draws. Series 10-10. Queensland leaving the room. They're about to head down and be met by a thunderous roar. It mightn't be a roar of welcome, seeing that the match is in Sydney, but the players that have done this tell me that you can actually feel it hit you right in the face. Here's Queensland, taken out for the 4th time by Darren Lockyer. One in Sydney since 1998. 8 times Origin has been played here, and the Blues are unbeaten. But from 10 series deciders, New South Wales have won only 2. And they haven't won a series decider since 1994. There's Fred. He's on his way into rugby league history. 31 games tonight, his final appearance, he equals the king. Let's walk out with them. Farewell, Freddie Fiddler. Will it be on a winning note? The Maroons are there. We have 2 teams waiting to win the 2004 Harvey Norman State of Origin Series. 6 Dragons, magnificent representation from the red and white club. In this match tonight, Phil Gould is using his 27th player. That equals the record of 89 when the Blues lost 3-0. 6 changes from 2, 7 changes from game 1. Fittler was last to join the queue. We stand by now for the national anthem, performed by Shannon Knoll. State of Origin 3, 2004, about to get underway. What a night. What a stadium. It's only when it's full that you really appreciate how wonderful and massive it is.
Australians all day.
them. Some rain, as I said, fell on Sydney from about 5 o'clock. Only scattered showers. Hasn't had any effect on the pitch. Andrew Voss out there now.
Well, Ray, I've got to be honest with you. I don't think it's any more slippery than game 1 6 weeks ago. There is moisture there. It's a little soft. It didn't really cut up in the earlier game. It will take the edge off the attack tonight. The kicking game all important. But look, some of the best games in Origin history have been played when conditions are less than 100%. The players are ready. The crowd's ready. Let's decide this series.
Fiddler will kick off. 3 debutants tonight. 2 players, 1 referee. Paul Simpkins.
Right, stay on side. Right to go.
Fiddler kicks off. The decider is underway. Price.
That's one.
Hit by the New South Wales defence. Inside his own 20-metre line. Webke. Fitzgibbon out of the line. Went up looking for him. Found him. Hindmarsh assisted. Now, Carlaw. Dean. Dane has gone back to lock forward. Sivanasiva with the ball. Into the run-on side. Made Timmins miss badly. Hindmarsh made the tackle. Queensland's Lockyer. Kicks off the left foot right on the 40-metre line. The bouncing Anthony Minatello. He brings it back. Hit and put down by the Queenslanders. Carlaw, Sivanasiva and Price. Now Lewis, one of the 2 young Penrith Panthers on the flanks tonight. 30-metre line left behind them as Badiris and Fiddler combine with Fitzgibbon. To the 40-metre line, tackle 3 called. Paul Simpkins, 197 NRL games, a couple of test matches. Riles, hit, pummel, Barrett away for O'Mealy. To the halfway line, they make it. Michael Crocker in 11, Brent Tate right side defence in 3. Barrett keeps it low. He's played in 5 Origin matches.
Side in defence for New South Wales, Matt Cooper, never back behind the referee. Queensland so far in this game been quite happy in the forwards just to take the ball forward. They haven't thrown a pass. Riles and O'Mealy, a couple of offloads. And there's the assignment confronting Cameron Smith.
Smith, one of the 2 Melbourne Storm players in the Origin side. 10 in, 21 out from the eastern side. For first points in the decider. Hits it. Online so far. Flags are up. Queensland lead 2-0.
At Amy, we believe that good drivers deserve to pay a lower premium. That's why we introduce new Flexi Premiums. Now you choose how much you pay and how much you save. With new Flexi Premiums, you can save up to 50% off your comprehensive motor insurance by choosing an excess level that suits you. And when you can save with Amy's Flexi Premiums, why pay full premium? So get lucky and call Amy now.
Lucky, yours, Amy.
Kicking off. Welcome back. 2-0 in favour of Queensland. Penalty goal kicked by Cameron Smith. Here's Webke. Taken down by Mark O'Mealy and Danny Badiris. Now for Dane Carlaw, just losing his footing as he tried to step off that right foot. Smith. Sivanasiva.
And that's been a great decision to start with Petro Sivanasiva. That's his 4th hit up and he's made 10-12 metres every time he's hit the football up.
Lockyer's kick. Driven down into the corner. Northwestern corner of the ground. Minatello's going nowhere. Back on the knock on. Yes, it was. Hindmarsh had a shot at it.
Double knock on.
New South Wales disappointed that Nathan Hindmarsh wasn't ruled to have knocked the ball back. Just a poor ball carry there from Billy Slater. You can't get away with it at this level.
Together, all in. Out.
Blues winning the scrum.
One, stand.
Fittler put down on the first.
Cameron.
17 metres out from the line. 2-0 in favour of Queensland. Riles got the ball back for Medeiros. It missed him. It went to Fiddler. Fiddler away to Gasnier. Gasnier tries to stand them up. He's put away. 3 metres out from the line. Now Lewis. Now Barrett. Barrett drifting across. Picking up Timmins. 3 metres from the line. Desperate tackle by Crocker. Now a dummy to O'Mealy. Now to Fiddler. Cuts out Hindmarsh. Gasnier will score on debut. The nephew of the famous Dragon, the most famous of them all, Mark Gasnier, scores on Origin debut.
And very well constructed by New South Wales. The cut-out pass there from Fittler, taken by Gasnier. Now he steps back inside and you can see Luke Lewis on his right, completely unmarked. A lot of pressure on Gasnier to score there because he bombed it if he hadn't have got the football over the line.
Yeah, unmarked man outside of him.
12 minutes gone, 4-2, the Blues in front.
At Amy, we believe that good drivers deserve to pay a lower premium. That's why we introduce new Flexi Premiums. Now you choose how much you pay and how much you save. With new Flexi Premiums, you can save up to 50% off your comprehensive motor insurance by choosing an excess level that suits you. And when you can save with Amy's Flexi Premiums, why pay full premium? So get lucky and call Amy now.
Lucky you're with Amy.
What a moment for Mark Gasnier. Talking there with the New South Wales trainer, or one of them, John Cartwright, who also played at Origin level.
Yeah, the Queensland side just gave them too much room to move out here. The defence was awful. They all shuffled in. They didn't spread their defence at all. Just gave Mark. He doesn't need much room, does he? He's got a great right foot step. He used it then and got the try. Gus, a little fist pump. And clap.
Fitzgibbon, 10 in from touch and 20 out. Hits it. Oh, it's beautiful. Straight over the black dot. 6 points to 2. Gasnier applauding the kick of Fitzgibbon. Andrew Voss sideline.
Oh, Ray, there's no doubt about it. This has been quite a spectacular start to the match. Also from the Blues, this crowd is so far into the game. They've been accused before the match of not being as passionate as the Queenslanders. They're sending out a message very early in this game, the Blues supporters.
So Cameron Smith restarting. Riles can be just as dangerous. And again, he can't get traction.
O'Mealy has been penalised for a flop here and the fists are flying.
O'Mealy and Crocker throwing punches left and right. Brent Tate's got involved as well.
Walk away. Give it away. Control him there.
Test for the referee on debut.
Mark.
Well, this will go against New South Wales.
Okay. Right, okay, what do you got, mate?
Mate, close up on the play of the ball. He reacted to that and just very simple punching.
Okay, same thing?
The reaction was a push. The first punch was thrown by Mark O'Mealy.
Okay. You had the penalty. You've only got something to lose from that point on, okay? Keep him out of it, right? We'll control that. Off you go. But they had the late flop in there. That's what the penalty's for. Going on with the fighting, you can only end up in one place, okay? Keep it out of the game. No more of it.
That's well handled there by referee Simpkins. First state of origin. An early blue. Yeah, more mistakes by the Queenslanders, and O'Mealy, you can see Mick Crocker reacted to the... Really right too, Mick. Down to the couple.
Well, that was Sky Cam, and the view they were getting of it. Reg Reagan would have liked it. 40-metre line for Queensland now. Smith, Webke, beating Riles. Good tackle from Badiris. Now it's Smith working on the short side. Tries to straighten up. He reaches the 20-metre line. Playing the ball back for Crocker again. Crocker dummies to Wesser before taking them on. 10 metres out from the line. Now 15. Back to the 10. Goes 7 to Siva.
Last tackle. Try line.
Last tackle for the Maroons. 5 away from the line now. As Smith puts in a kick, he might win the race. No. Go. Timmins picks up Minicello. Now it's Gaznia, and Prince is able to make the tackle.
He might have got the football. So close to a one-on-one strip. The Blues keep it. Mason's first touch.
Mason to the 10-metre line. Right in front of the uprights. Southern end of the ground. Timmins again. Timmins runs into a traffic jam. Puts in a kick. Carlaw is picked up and put away. Badiris again the tackler.
Yeah, the Queensland side under siege at the moment. New South Wales throwing everything at them. I'll tell you one player's had a great series is Luke Rooney. How he stayed in touch there was amazing, but he's made so many good, long, searching runs. He's been very, very strong.
Carlaw there. Cameron Smith. Just outside the 20-metre line. Held there by Hindmarsh. Timmins, and just looking at Hindmarsh's tackle count at the moment, it's up to 17.
And Flannery and Ross on for the Queensland side now. Webke and Sivanasuva given a rest as Minicello takes the ball 20 out from his own line. The kick return from New South Wales has been very good. Mistake-free, up to date.
Minicello able to avoid or evade a couple of would-be tackles. 30 metres out from his own line. Gaznia comes to the number 7 for Queensland, and Prince again is equal to the task. Barrett for Riles. Riles to the 40-metre line. A short ball to Fittler. Fittler to Hindmarsh. And they go for a second-man play. Wesser and Tate, they combine. The kick ahead for Matt Singh. Oh, was he held out of it?
Absolutely.
Referee
held back. He's saying he was held back, but what about the Queenslanders have to ask the question, what about a penalty try?
They could have gone over the dead ball line, right? We go with the penalty. Change of possession, Benny. That's the rule. We're not going to debate it. That's it.
Nothing. They've got to get off the ground quicker.
Okay,
We're getting dominant runs.
Okay, as you say, off you go.
Danny Badiris is claiming that when Willie Mason went through in support of Trent Barrett, that Scott Prince interfered with him and dragged him back. Now in the next set of 6, Matt Singh was definitely stopped from scoring. Don't know about a penalty try.
Here's a try for Slater. Billy Slater's in again. Oh, he is mercurial. The 2 kids out on the wing. The 20-year-old Tonga, the 21-year-old Slater. This was the incident earlier.
Lead-up play where Anthony Minicello grabs Matt Singh. Now, Anthony Minicello should be in the sin bin for that. That is a professional foul. And Luke Lewis, we pointed out Billy Slater doing the same in game 1. We freeze it there. Luke Lewis has come a long way in. This Queensland player should be that defender's there as play continues. Lewis has got to start sliding. He doesn't. He comes in and then he goes for the intercept.
We'll go to a break. Be back for the kick in just a moment. 6-all.
A man's got to win. Make the tough decisions. Get on top and stay there. And you can't do that without a canoe. And to have the biggest, strongest, longest canoe, you need to be your best. Yes, life can be tough and canoes can be awkward. So why not ignore it all with a refreshing Carlton Draft?
Back at the Origin decider from the Telstra Stadium. It's Cameron Smith from the sideline to put Queensland back in front. 25 out. From the sideline, he hit it beautifully. It's a great kick from Smith. Queensland leading by 2. Andrew Voss sideline.
Yeah, well, what about Slater? We know we are a long way from his hometown of Innisfail, where he had the street parade after game 2. But after his 2 drop balls early in this match tonight, he must have felt like he was 1,000,000 kilometres away from his hometown. He was a very lonely figure. He was nursing a problem with his left knee. He bounces back with a try. Champion play, Billy Slater, and the kick from his Melbourne teammate Cameron Smith, outstanding.
Fiddler. Trace.
Marcus square.
Back to the 20-metre line. Now Ross with fresh legs. Now Barrett turns it back, finds Fiddler. They got Senior isolated. He's kicked now down into the corner. The race is on. This still might be a try. The Blues. Minicello, is it?
It is. Minicello is claiming it. Fiddler kicked the football through. They'll have to have a look if there was a knock-on by any of the New South Wales chasers. But from the way they've reacted, they believe they've scored.
All started by Trent Barrett running the football again, taking the line on. And then it was Fiddler, the reverse angle there you can see. He knows that Matt Singh's got the outside blokes covered, so he puts in a little left foot kick, and it's a race for the football. Singh, Wesser and Matt Cooper. And who gets there first? Is there a knock on? No, it's knocked down by Singh. It's play on. Oh, now Ben Kennedy has taken out Reece Wesser. Just keep an eye on that one though. I think Ben Kennedy takes out Reece Wesser here. He doesn't try and go for the football, Kennedy. And that prevented Wesser from getting a hand on the football. Apart from that, it'll be a try.
Yeah, I don't know whether Kennedy had any... I think it's accidental. I don't think he's deliberately tried to take him out, and that is something that will have to be ascertained by the man up looking at it in the box. He comes in fact, he doesn't look at the football. That can be the only thing that goes against the try. It's definitely touched by Matt Singh. There's no knock on there. Minicello's grounding of the football is good. Does Kennedy interfere illegally with Reece Wesser?
It's a big negative.
I say he does. It'll be a penalty to Queensland.
Video referee is Sean Hampstead. No try penalty. Gus Gould waving the head. The replay suggests that it is a fair penalty.
And if you have a look at Ben Kennedy from that last angle that we saw, he really doesn't look at the football. He's always looking at Wesser. So it's hard to say that it was accidental. He's gone to fullback. Reece Wesser onto the left wing for Queensland.
Wing. Now for Barrett. Barrett again runs. Barrett will run through. He puts it over the line. Barrett at his most dangerous. When he runs, Queensland are in trouble.
Well, Phil Gould has always said that he is a better hole runner than he is a ball player, which is quite a statement. But he's been threatening to do this all night. On a couple of occasions he has gone through, slipped an important pass. On this occasion, he just throws the little dummy on the outside, a touch of a fend on the shoulder of Chris Flannery, and then he's able to goose-step his way through Billy Slater. Great work from Trent Barrett, taking the line on, putting the defence in two minds.
Well, they showed him the hole between Webke and Flannery. They showed him the hole, and he took it. Lovely fend. He's taken the line on 3 times tonight and made 3 breaks.
Andrew Voss sideline.
Well, I can tell you too, Phil Gould, when this try was scored up on his feet, it's on the back of our first penalty, he was saying. New South Wales wait almost 35 minutes to get their first penalty, get field position, come up with a try. Bad sign for Queensland. What about the emotion of Gus?
Chris Flannery there, he was only concerned with Ben Kennedy. Rushed up looking at his defender, didn't look at Barrett. Fitzgibbon kicked one from about the same spot earlier.
And there he is, online again. He's got it radar controlled. Brett Lee loves it. It is 12-8. The Blues over the Maroons. There's the hero so far. Trent Barrett from the Dragons. Look at him go.
Sliding through there. They had one representative, the Dragons, in game 1, 6 tonight. And they are all doing their part. Trent Barrett, he's having an outstanding first half.
Queensland restarting down by 4. They led 2-0, they trailed 6-2, they led 8-6, they trailed 12-8. Penalty goes again to the Blues, back inside their own 20-metre line.
Yeah, Shane Webke penalised there, again coming in late once the tackle had been completed.
Penalty away to Barrett, Barrett away to Mason, can he unload? Lewis running an arc, he's tackled. 2 away from the line on 5. Wing again. Fittler calls it blindside. It goes to Gaznia. He's in again. Gaznia gets his second.
Great decision there. And the Bundy Rub telestrator will show that New South Wales had everybody to the left, but they had a number on the right-hand side, the short side. 3 against 2. Despondency in the Queensland support. A couple of late tries in this first half has really opened the game. Play the ball as we freeze it there. You can see Queensland 2 defenders, New South Wales 3 attacking players. As play continues, they come to the short side. Fittler attracts one, and then it's just body strength that gets Gaznia through Wesser, who we pointed out is playing on the wing.
That whole set of 6 was very poor defensively for Queensland. Not once did they move up off their line. They stood on their line for the whole 6 tackles and let New South Wales run at them. In the end, they paid the penalty. Didn't number up, just not there in defence at all.
All of their tries coming down that right side. Left side Queensland defence. 3 tries have gone in there. Fitzgibbon from the sideline. Hits the crossbar. Bounces over. Another 2 points. 18 to 8. 38 minutes gone. Try scorer. Second tonight on debut. Mark Gaznia. Skycam captured it this way. It was Fittler's call. Gaznia finished it off. Queensland restarting. O'Mealy tackled on the 20-metre line by Tate. Now Fittler. Just inside the 30-metre line. Craig Wing. Great run from dummy half. Vidiris was tremendous in defence. Wing has put that injection of attack into the game at the back half of the first half. Mason, Wing again. Now it's away to Barrett. Barrett away to Timmins. Timmins is held. Flannery is there. Prince is there. Sivanasiva as well. Then Wing. Now Barrett. They go to the air. The ball goes across the park. Bounces freely. It is with Singh on the far side. Now Tate. Caught by Cooper. Fitzgibbon involved. I thought Rooney might have been a flop. Now Singh. Out to the 30-metre line. Smith behind Ross to Prince. Prince to Lockyer. Lockyer to Tonga. Queensland brewing up down the left side. Wesser is tackled. Just over a minute of the first half remaining. Lockyer and Kennedy. He made a play at the ball. 6 more tackles. Queensland. Flannery to play it. Smith. Webke. Kennedy takes him. Timmins coming in over the top. Cameron Smith. Now to Lockyer. They're 10 metres. They're 15 metres into Blues territory. Prince is with the ball. Close to half-time. 30-metre line for Ben Ross. Almost making it to the 20-metre line. Tackled by Craig Wing. Smith away for Prince. Puts the kick in. Is there anybody home? Yes, Rooney is there. Rooney cleans up. 18 to 8. That will probably take us to half-time. Lovely kick by Prince. Rooney knew the urgency button had to be pressed. And he caps a magnificent first half. The Penrith winger.
Stupid.
So 18 to 8. 3 tries to 1.
Stay on.
And Paul Simpkins wants the line dropout. Barrett hasn't got a lot of volume about it. Lockyer comes back with a kick. Lewis goes up magnificently. That's the end of the first half. It was a great first half from both sides, but the difference was Barrett. Every time he put his frame on the line. He made an indentation. Andrew Voss with the Blues coach.
Phil, besides the scoreline, what pleased you most in that first 40?
Just the perseverance, mate. We had a big penalty count going against us. We had a lot of unlucky bounces, and they got a little bit of luck early in the game too. And we've just stuck to it. We've got to roll on. We've got them a little bit tired, but half-time's coming at a bad time for us. We've got to make sure we come out after half-time. That's their best period of the game.
That's the key instruction. You'll be addressing the players in just a matter of 60 seconds.
Mate, we're 40 minutes away. You just can't rest in this game. The first 20 minutes after half-time will be Queensland's best.
Thanks for your time, Phil.
Yeah, the New South Wales coach making his exit tonight as we walk to the sheds behind Trent Barrett and Matt Singh. We'll take a break and be back with you and the panel on the other side of this break.
Cheers, mate. Jeez, I wouldn't camp there if I were you.
There's drop bears.
Drop bears?
They're like a bigger, meaner sort of koala bear.
Then they drop from the tree.
Yeah.
And then grab your head by the head. Classic.
Joey, you got any tips?
Look, Gonzo, always stay on side, never get sold a dummy, and always use Eagles Plumbing Plus.
We use Eagles for service, pricing, and great product range. We use Eagles Plumbing for service and for pricing.
Eagles Plumbing Plus, the plumbing store more plumbers use.
You got any more tips?
Yeah, stick to plumbing.
Yeah, been popular too. If you were giving away over $6,000 of extra value in the Ford Falcon SR, 17-inch alloys, sports body kit, 6-stack CD player, designer sports trim, and more. That's over $6,000 of extra value for only $34,860. And check out the Ford Focus SR with air and alloys, only $19,980. Limited offers and only at your Ford dealer.
I love sick days.
No battling on.
Just one Denizen gives you 12 hours continuous relief from the heaviest cold, so you can feel better while you get better.
Now that's sick.
At the Aussie mortgage market, we don't mind if your loan comes from here, or here, as we help you choose the loan that's right for you. Right here. Call 13 13 33. With all the right loans under one roof, we'll say you.
Need some practice? Free picture messaging to anyone on any network till the end of September this year. Join Vodafone today.
Being independent, each IGA store can look after their own local community with really good prices, like eat a 5-star table spread 500 gram 99 cents, Dynamo or Cold Power laundry liquid 1.5 litre 4.99. Independent Grocers of Australia.
Joey, you got any tips?
Look, Gonzo, always stay on side, never get sold a dummy, and always use Eagles Plumbing Plus.
We use Eagles for service, pricing, and great product range. We use Eagles Plumbing for service and for pricing.
Eagles Plumbing Plus, the plumbing store more plumbers use.
You got any more tips?
Yeah, stick to plumbing.
It's been a gut-wrenching season on ER. Now, as it builds to its dramatic conclusion,
Come on, what are we waiting for? Let's go!
I can't feel my legs. Start packing.
there's just one thing left to do.
I love my son.
I'm going with her.
I want to go!
Wait, why are you doing this?
Hold on.
We gotta get away from him!
For Your Life, ER, season final Thursday.
Now, a dummy to O'Mealy. Now to Fiddler. Cuts out Hindmarsh. Gasnier will score on debut. The nephew of the famous dragon, the most famous of them all, Mark Gasnier, scores on Origin debut.
decider, and it's New South Wales 18, Queensland 8. Channel 9's expert panel returns in a moment, but time is running out for you to win $5,000 in tonight's VB Man of the Match competition. The trick is to correctly predict which player the Australian Test selectors will choose as the VB Man of the Match. SMS text your answer to this number, 1889926. The number again, 1889926. The lines close at 9:45 tonight, and the $5,000 winning entry will be announced on tomorrow night's footy show. To review the first half and preview Nine's live coverage of the remainder of the decider, your expert panel is headed by Peter Sterling.
It will be a buoyant New South Wales squad in the dressing room at the moment. 2 late tries in that final 10 minutes of the first half has seen them extend the lead 18 points to 8 going into the break. 3 line breaks to 1. Kicks in play. Queensland have kicked more, but New South Wales have returned very nicely. Nothing in the total tackles. Missed tackles more than 2-1 against Queensland. That's the problem area. Whilst the error is very low in these conditions, New South Wales enjoying more time in possession. And Matthew Johns, we talk about the danger times in the game. Going into the break and coming out of half-time, always so important. New South Wales struck.
Yeah, they did. Look, I'll tell you something, Pete. Queensland forwards, they're working incredibly hard. They really are. And what they're getting exposed at, when Barrett and Fittler play straight and they play fast, they're exposing a lot of weakness. This time we see Freddie go wide, and he goes to Gaznia for the first try. They're being able to get the ball wide to Gaznia and Kuba. I didn't think they'd be able to do it. It's playing to their strengths.
They are playing with a lot of width tonight, Joey, the New South Wales side.
I think by the missed tackles, New South Wales have got so much football in them. They're just playing from sideline to sideline. They're going to Cooper, he's getting the outside, and then they're coming back to Gaznia, and he's just tearing them apart on the edge of the ruck. We knew that target Slater and Tonga, but he's giving them nightmares.
Well, that first try came after 12 minutes, and it was followed by an incident where I've got no doubt Anthony Minicello should have been sin-bin for a professional foul. There is no doubt here, Paul Borton, that he holds Matt Singh back, a professional foul.
Well, he does, and who's to say that Matt Singh wouldn't have scored that try right there if he had a dived on it, and I'm surprised that he didn't go to the video ref to get his summation of that.
It's always difficult, penalty tries. Like, you've got to be 100% certain that it's...
Well, yeah, and it was only probably 50%. He said it was, I heard him say to one of the players, Paul Simpkins, it was going over the dead ball line, so therefore no penalty try, he said to Stephen Price, who questioned him.
Now, the 2 Lukes on the flanks for New South Wales have had fantastic series. Luke Lewis has made 1 mistake, and Billy Slater was able to capitalise.
I think the mistake was the person inside of him. He had Willie Mason defending him inside. When you've got a big fella inside you, you tend not to slide. If you look here, Willie Tonga gets 1-on-1 with Mason. Luke Lewis is just a little bit worried about the speed of Tonga. Maybe should have went out. Maybe Big Willie should have released him.
And it might be a tactic from Queensland. They hit it Gaznia and they went the same way. You might see a lot more of that.
What about the decision to move Reece Wesser onto the left wing and Billy Slater at fullback? Is that an attacking decision, or is it one to cover a perceived weakness in defence?
Yeah, look, I think it's an attacking option. I think that it was always their plan. I think after 25 minutes, he was going to put him to that position and try to open the game up a little bit.
Well, Trent Barrett again took the line on, got through, was able to create space on the outside. Brad Fittler kicked the football, and Ben Kennedy, no doubt here, does interfere with Reece Wesser when a try was on.
Well, I asked Andrew Johns before the match, is it imperative that Trent Barrett runs? And he said, yes, of course it is. And he's done that. He's done it 3 times and made 3 breaks. He started this movement with a great pass to Brad Fittler. In the end, I think they got that one right, no doubt about it.
Well, with 7 minutes to go in the first half, Trent Barrett ran the football, and it doesn't get any better than this if you're running the football. Barrett carrying the ball in 2 hands initially, just to put the defence in 2 minds.
The best thing about Trent Barrett's running game is running at the right times. If you look at the inside player who missed the tackle, and it was Shane Webke, and the Blues over the years have always thought that Shane Webke might be a bit of a weakness in the line. Barrett showed the ball on the outside, got the defensive slide, and then beautiful, scored the try.
And so far a dream debut for Mark Gaznia. He got the first of the game, he's got the last coming into half-time. And if you're a player who can score tries, you've got to be able to do it at every level. Gaznia has proven tonight he's capable of doing that.
Yeah, Reece Wesser probably would have backed himself there. Didn't have much to play with, Mark Gaznia, but he's a proven try scorer. You know, there's just some blokes have got the knack.
Very interesting, Phil Gould saying that Queensland, they will come back. The first 20 minutes of the second half is always where they are strongest. That will be drilling into the side because they are never gone. They're never out.
I will say this, do you know, in Origin 2, New South Wales completed only 2 or 3 sets in the whole second half because they were creating half opportunities. They need to take a Valium at half-time, settle down a little bit and get to their kicks, play solid.
And Queensland need to go to the well and find something.
Well, half-time didn't come at a good time, as Phil Gould pointed out. He had been ecstatic with the performance of Trent Barrett. Made his debut back in '97. He's only played 5 games through injury. We have player cam following the performance of Trent Barrett in the first 40 minutes. And Joey, it's a little bit of everything.
I've been so impressed by the way he's playing. As I said before, he's picking his time well. He's knowing when to pass, knowing when to support. His defence has been enormous. He's taking on Webke and those players there. He's head and shoulders above anyone out there tonight.
And when you talk about the pressure of coming into, well, I'm not being biased, but a key position as halfback. Game 1, Craig Gower, he gets injured. Game 2, through some default, but he did very well, Brett Finch. And now we've got our third starting halfback, and Trent Barrett, well, he's just grabbed the bull by the horns.
He really has. And like we said at the very start, you've got to play to your strengths, and there it is. Look, Shane Webb keeps a tight player, and he's just got to keep going at Webke and Flannery.
The next 20 minutes is very important for Trent Barrett. If I was Gus Gould, I'd be saying to him, don't take the line on, sit back, just kick long, and then the final 20, take them on.
Well, you said go to the well for Queensland. What does Michael Hagan say to them? He's got to come up with more than that.
We haven't seen much of Tonga or Brent Tate, like we've said, a lot of Gasnier and Cooper. Also, the kicking game. Remember in the game 2, Darren Lockyer for Billy Slater, looking for that again.
Well, at half-time, it is a 10-point break for New South Wales, 18 points to 8. But if one thing we have learnt from Origin, it always goes down to the final minutes. Queensland not out of this game. New South Wales on top at the moment. But a big 40 minutes coming up after the break. We'll be back shortly to the Telstra Stadium.
Just hold me, make me tell you I'm in love with you.
Double hopped Sterling, the beer lover's light.
Breakdown out here, and it's all over. That's why I play it safe and always have Toyota genuine parts fitted by the experts at my Toyota Service Centre. Because no matter where you drive, reliability is everything. G'day, how are you?
Hey, look.
Oh, crikey, I'm in fish. How's this for service? You've just got to keep the feeling.
Pies.
Pies.
Can you wait? I'm coming. Let's eat. Am I a good boy? There's got to be something here. Hey, look at me. I'm on a chair. Steve, give us a bit, mate. Flick us a bit. Come on, Mum. Oh, chicken. Oh, yes. No. Leave some. You're kidding. I don't believe it.
Sergeant's, the premium pies.
So, there's a super nerd amongst us.
Hey, super nerd.
Something you'd like to share with us?
Sure.
On the board.
$12 a month, unlimited download and no more to pay. And right now, if you pay for 12 months via our website, you get an extra 2 months free.
Well done, super nerd.
My dad said it's amazing what you can do with wood. It's strong, flexible, environmentally friendly and termite protected. My dad knows, because my dad's a builder.
Ask your builder about the advantages of plantation pine framing. Who do the people of the Hunter region turn to for laser vision correction? Hunter Laser Vision. Offering world-class standards of treatment with their Osiris laser, Hunter Laser Vision is dedicated to educating. Call 1-800-44-2020.
Discover the true story of one man.
It is said he has never been defeated in battle.
Born to be a knight. To freedom! And destined to be king. King Arthur.
The Newcastle Permanent Building Society is helping to build our future.
not only the Newcastle Knights, but the entire region. The Newcastle Permanent Knights Junior Development Program reaches more than 35,000 kids across the Hunter each year. And we're not just looking for the next Daniel Abraham, Kurt Gidley, Josh Perry or Adam Woolnough. We're promoting the benefits of playing and working as a team, being active and leading a safe and healthy life. From these kids, we're building our future on and off the field.
Hello? Anybody?
Sunday night at the movies.
Look what I have created! I have made fire!
Take an incredible journey to the ends of the earth.
I'd rather take my chance out there on the ocean than to stay here and die.
To the center of your heart.
I love you. You're the love of my life.
Academy Award winners Tom Hanks and Helen Hunt in the blockbuster movie Smash. Castaway, 8:30 Sunday.
And welcome back, everybody. Second half of the decider, not far away. The Blues by 10 at the break. 3 tries, all down the right side. 2 of them by Gasnier. Scenes from the New South Wales sheds. As you can see, a lot of animation there. Backslapping and talking, particularly from blokes like Willie Mason, as the Maroons now prepare to leave their camp. Are they going to pull off another incredible finish to State of Origin? They've done it so many times. Some of the magic moments have been Queensland fightbacks to win. Michael Hagan has given us some time. He's with Andrew.
Yeah, very generous with his time. Michael, the mood in the room, 10 points down.
Yeah, I guess, just a bit disappointed given that we were in good position with about 8 minutes to go and just dropped off a little bit the last 5-6 minutes and they put a couple on us.
What's the key instruction for the second half?
We just got to hang in there with them, I think, and I think, things can turn around for us if we get a bit of possession and we've got plenty of good players who can score points.
All the best. Thanks for your time,
Thank
Michael.
you. Both coaches willing to give their time. Michael Hagan, we thank, as the Blues leave the sheds. Gasnier scored at the 12th minute, Slater at the 22nd, Barrett at the 33rd, Gasnier again at the 36th. That was the chronological order of tries as they were put on the board, 3-1 by the Blues. And here they are going back onto Telstra Stadium for the second half. 40 minutes away from leading the series. 11-10. Slater, he had a dusty start. It had its highs and its lows for Billy the Kid. He really took a hit there. He lost it there, lost his footing there, lost the ball, and then combined with Tonga for a lovely try down the left. He is back, Queensland are back. Fittler's had a splendid game. Gasnier's second try. You can put that down to Fittler. Wing didn't know which way to go. He heard the call of the Roosters captain, and it was Fittler saying, right side, I want it. There's the start of the second half. The decider, 40 minutes to go, and O'Mealy goes straight through. Sivana eventually pulling him down. A runaway Shrek in Mark O'Mealy. Now Fittler a dummy half, and Mason striding out with those big legs. And they go in, 3 of them from Queensland, of course, including Webke. Now Fitzgibbon crossing the halfway. It's been a tremendous set. 4 down. They've come 55. Kennedy, 30-metre line. 63 metres on 5 tackles on their first set. Barrett kicking back and across towards Rooney. But Singh, has there been a safer winger in Origin history than Matty Singh? Wessup, 2. Timmins and Wing and Kennedy making the tackle, and Tate, he tries to find a little tunnel
He can't find it because Big Ben Kennedy closed it down. Sivanasiva, they're good meters. 21 away from his own line. Smith and Singh, they combine. On 5, they're 31 out. That shook him up. The Cowboys winger is not well. Matt Singh, Lockyer, passes to Tate. Tate's got a ring around him. Ball to ground, Fitzgibbon. It's play on for the Blues. 20-metre line, Singh is off. Wing, Fiddler, O'Mealy.
2. Square marker.
4 in the tackle. Price the main with Carlaw. Fittler for Timmins.
3.
Timmins is 12 away. Tonga the tackler with Prince. Open side play. Barrett for Fiddler. Fiddler gives it down to Wing. Wing surging. 10 metres short of the line. Price and Prince making the tackle. A dive by Fiddler. Fiddler's over the line. I fancy held up. Held up in goal.
And we will come back to the 10-metre line. A couple still up their sleeve, New South Wales. Matt Singh was hit in a tackle earlier by Brad Fittler. And Craig Wing, the play before Fittler was held up. Watch how close he goes to scoring here. Lilly gets the football down. Willie Tonga denies, along with Scott Prince.
5 tackles.
So 5 tackles. This is the last. One shot. Minicello. It's gone to Cooper. Tate has got him. Carlaw turnover. And Tate is hurt.
Hold Willie back.
Better defence there by Queensland. Yeah, Tate still on the deck.
Let's hope it's not a shoulder again. He's had major problems. Matty Singh already left the field.
Well, Matt Singh copped a bad knock. He virtually walked himself off the field. A lot of concerns over him and also Brent Tate.
Tate missed a lot of football last year. Hurt against the Warriors. Missed football again this year with shoulder problems.
Andrew Voss sideline.
Yeah, well, the fear with Matt Singh is there could be some sort of facial fracture for Matt Singh. That sent Matt Bowen rushing onto the right wing for Queensland, and now troubles for Brent Tate. They've still got one fresh player on the bench. That is the forward from the Broncos, Corey Parker.
Both sides with one on the bench, unused. Parker and Kite. Carlaw, determined run.
Back at home.
Kennedy and Timmins making the tackle. Sivanasiva crosses the 30-metre line.
Stop back, short.
Tackle by Cooper, Fittler and Wing. Now Flannery. He's pulled down near the halfway on 4. Quick play the ball by Queensland. And a grubbing kick by Cameron Smith. Picked up on the 10-metre line by Minicello. Comes back and outside the 20-metre line. That's a good retaliation. Cooper now. Between he and Gaznia, they've piled on 24 tries for the Dragons. Gaznia's picked up a couple tonight.
3. Chris out. Movement.
Now Fittler. Fitzgibbon. To the halfway line. Tackled by Lockyer. His Wing. Gets it away to Barrett. Is held about 7 metres into Queensland's area. Wing puts a kick in. Down into the northeastern corner. It's doing everything right at the moment for him. But now it goes dead in goal.
Providing plenty of thrust out of dummy half is Craig Wing. It will be interesting to see when Phil Gould decides to bring his captain back on, Danny Badiris. Will he Slater keeping his cool here? Allowing the ball to go dead.
18 to 8 then. Half-time scoreline. Still intact. Tonga. 35 out from the line. Stephen Price. Got away from Timmins, but he didn't get away from Kennedy and Barrett. Webke. Long ball, dangerous. New South Wales might have the ball. They have. Cooper's got that football. And the referee has gone back to the Queensland 10 metres. O'Mealy. A drubbing run over the top of Wessup. Wing. Now Cooper. Cooper to the 20-metre line. Pressure again for the Maroons. Wing. Fiddler. Stepping up his right foot, inside ball. Mealy gets it away. Wing was there. And Wing is taken down by Smith.
Hands off.
Fitzgibbon to the right. Fiddler on. Barrett in. Now Kennedy. Minicello. He puts it down. Wesser takes the advantage for Queensland.
Yeah, went for an inside ball there. Had 3 men on his outside against Queensland's 2. That was probably the better option. Queensland doing it very tough at the moment. They need to control possession.
So here they are, trying to relieve that pressure. Almost out to the 20-metre line. And Lockyer with a long ball. He's hit Bowen right on the chest with it. Bowen taken down by a sliding Blues. Back it goes to Lockyer. Here come the Queenslanders. Long ball to Slater. Looking for number 2. Kicks ahead. Back goes Minicello. Minicello. Will he get it back? Will he get it back? Yes, he does. Wonderful athleticism.
Oh, that's a superhuman effort there. Great play from the Maroons. Better play. Inside ball to Scott Prince. The defence keeps coming though, doesn't it?
Fitzgibbon. Scott Cam capturing that break. What I thought might have led to Slater's second try. Shut down by Minicello. And then a tremendous fight back by the Roosters fullback.
Dominant. 5 last. Make it back,
Hindmarsh about to come back into the game. He made 25 tackles in 29 minutes. Hindmarsh in the first half. Andrew Voss sideline.
Yeah, still waiting on an update on Matt Singh. The looks on the Queensland bench are not good on Matt Singh.
Here's Tonga. Beating Gasnier up. Beating Lewis. Beating Gasnier. No, he doesn't. He gets in the second time. 5 away from the line. He's hurt Gasnier. Wesser scores. Queensland is in. Wesser has scored.
Check the corner post there, Weston.
Well, they're going to check the corner post, but Reece Wesser appears to have scored. Mark Gasnier was down out of the defensive line after making a try-saving tackle on Willie Tonga. Let's have a look at the reverse angle here. That'll give us the best shot. What about the foot, the left foot? Does it touch the line? It touches the line. It is no try. Minicello has saved the game.
Despairing tackle there by Minicello. Looks like it has saved a try. Brad Fittler rules.
I think on this occasion Minicello has ruled.
Well, a couple of huge plays from Anthony Minicello in the last couple of minutes. Firstly, to get the ball back into play after the Queensland bust and kick. This will be no try. A scrum for New South Wales to feed. And Reece Wesser, clever play to go down the short side. He knew they were a player short. Minicello rose to the occasion.
Great run by Willie Tonga. One of the few chances he's had tonight, but disposed of 2 players before Mark Gasnier came again. And he cops a knee or a boot. Stays down. And Reece Wesser says, hey, there's no one there. I'll have a dash. And the effort by Minicello, sensational.
18-8 then remains the score. O'Mealy taking on Webke and Sivanasima. Ball goes back to Fiddler. Fiddler up the middle. It goes to ground. They got it back. Played out by Queensland. 6 more. Slater's on. Timmins is with the ball. 50 minutes of the game almost gone. Minicello looking for a gap. 6 changes the Blues. Same Queensland. Fitzgibbon. Here is Kite. The Dragons front row forward. 15 into Queensland territory. Greg Wing. Rooney's with him. Wing is so strong. You saw an exhibition of it earlier when he almost scored a try from dummy half. Now Fiddler. Here is Mason, winding it up and running it at Tate, who he knows was injured earlier. 5th tackle now against the Blues. Fiddler. Away it goes to Barrett. Barrett puts the kick over to the right side for Lewis. Up goes the Blues with the Maroons and Westwick. Minicello back pedals, loses the ball, comes off the 10-metre line. So the field position not as good for the Blues as it might have been.
Back, hold.
Caught it safely, lost his footing, all but knocked on. Rooney.
2. Make it back. Wait. Go.
Lewis. Kite.
3. Play the ball.
Making an impression. Bound for Manly next year. Fittler for Hindmarsh now. Running at Lockyer. Lockyer goes low on the second occasion. Now Timmins. To the halfway. Realising he was close to the western touchline. Happy to submit under Tate. Fittler. Kicking down to Wessup. Reese out to the 20. And now they surge in. Fittler, Hindmarsh and Fitzgibbon. Andrew Voss, sideline.
Yeah, confirmation from the Queensland dressing room, the worst possible news. Matty Singh has a broken jaw, so Matt Bowen will be out there for the remainder of the match. This was the tackle. Brad Fittler, it is a head clash. Brad Fittler's head into the face of Matt Singh, a broken jaw for Matty Singh. Tragic news.
Tonga then. Sivanasiva to halfway. Fitzgibbon and Fittler making the tackle.
4. Clear.
Price. 107 off 13. Lockyer. Switching it back to Price. Now Crocker. To the Blues 40-metre line. Tight in 15. Short side play with Cameron Smith. Kicking the ball straight up and down. And Minicello comes away again. Outside the 20. Beats Sivanasiva. Taken by Tate. He's had a tremendous second half, Minicello. Here's Cooper now.
A disappointing set of 6 here from Queensland with the football. Just a lack of ideas in that one, and in the end a fairly ordinary kick as Willie Mason discards one would-be defender, struggles to the 40.
Mason with a ramrod of a run. Now Gaznia. 2 tries on debut. Nobody's ever scored 3. Now Barrett. Barrett, left foot, right foot. And then tackled on 5. 15 metres out from the line. Fittler takes the call. Puts the kick in. Marked back there by Queensland. That should be Bowen, it is.
That's a good effort by Matt Bowen, and he is one player, Matt Bowen, who needs to get more involved. He's out in the wing, but he needs to drift in, have some run, some dummy half, look at some inside balls off the likes of Lockyer.
Tonight, of course, a chance to win $5,000 in the VB Man of the Match competition. Blues getting the ball back. All you have to do is correctly pick who you think the Australian selectors will vote for as the VB Man of the Match. And I'll give you that SMS number again in a moment. They're 10 metres out with Kite. Lewis goes to Fittler. Fittler goes behind Cooper to Wing. Wing gets on to Rooney. Rooney's in the corner. Luke Rooney has scored. They're going to the video referee. The Blues a chance to lead 22-8.
And it did come from a Queensland mistake, I'm sorry. Shane Webke trying to pass the football. That appears to be okay. Brent Tate was a man they targeted in defence there. They got him to come in, and that created an overlap. Imagine that the video ref would like to have a look at a different angle to see the feet of Rooney as to where they're placed in relation to the sideline. Well, he might be confident the decision's already there. It's a try.
22-8.
And on the Bundy Rum Telestrator, the second man play from New South Wales has worked beautifully. They come to the left-hand side of the field. And as we freeze it there, you can see that Brent Tate has come in, and all of a sudden you've got 2 attacking players as play continues up against the 1. Matty Bowen makes the tackle, and a nice little move by Luke Rooney to beat Tate, who had recovered quite well.
22-8, back in a moment.
That was refreshing.
Yeah. I think it's a lime.
New Bundaberg Rum Dry and Lime. Surprisingly refreshing taste.
And back at Telstra Stadium, Fitzgibbon failed with the conversion attempt. Scoreline remains 22-8. The Blues over the Maroons. Again, Rooney scoring in the same corner that he scored his second grand final try last year.
Play on.
He loves it down there. Knows every blade of grass. Now they come from their own in goal with Riles. Crocker might have been high. Simpkins indicated chest high. No penalty. Fittler. 22-8.
Hold. Okay.
Fitzgibbon. 8 changes the Blues, 9 the Maroons. And Parker is on for Queensland in 16.
Other way, obviously.
Well, that chapter continues there. Comedy Inc. returns to 9 next Thursday. At 8:30, Comedy Inc. is back. 8:30 on 9 Thursday.
And a wonderful kick there from Trent Barrett. Reece Wesser, well, he would have had no idea whether he was inside or out because there was half a step in it. He had to play at the football.
The Blues looking to nail another one into the coffin. They must be thinking that way now. Minicello, Gasnier up. Gasnier looking for 3. Hindmarsh gives him a push.
Hold. 2. Still got it.
Now Minicello saying to Fittler, where are we going? Fittler says, I'm going here. Now Badiris, right in the middle of the park. They put an arrowhead behind the dummy half. Then it goes to Barrett. Barrett to Timmins. And they're 8 metres out from the line. 22-4. Barrett again. Across he goes. Rifles to Fittler. Fittler to Hindmarsh. Hindmarsh on tackle 5. Fittler. It's gone on to Barrett. Barrett looking to get free of the tackle, but that's the turnover.
That's great Queensland defence. They really were a chance to score on that side after Willie Tonga was forced to take Hindmarsh, but they recovered beautifully again, Queensland, to keep themselves in this game. Still a quarter of the match to go.
2. I can hold.
Price.
Danny, go.
Inside his own 20. That is Parker.
3.
4 of them in the tackle. Badiris was the main. Now Flannery runs behind Crocker. No obstruction. 31 metres out from their own line. Lockyer. Back and across off the hands of Smith. Backwards to Crocker. Hammered into the ground by Badiris.
Nick Crocker's got hold of him.
Smith. Lockyer on the 30. Left foot kick. Looking for Slater. And it finds touch.
Yeah, Darren Lockyer has turned the ball back on the inside a lot tonight. I'd like to see him give it some air. We've seen one slashing run from Willie Tonga. He would like to get a lot more ball. That kick was intended for Billy Slater. Just didn't get there in time.
Carlaw to come back. Read out on Fitzgibbon. 37 tackles, 12 hit-ups.
Get it in.
The man with the V8 motor. Minicello.
Stand, Reece.
Taken down by Wesser. Now Fitzgibbon running at Lockyer and Wesser.
2. Back and hold.
Stephen Price coming over the top to shut the second rower down. Fittler to Riles.
3.
Riles is pulled down by Ross. Underneath with Parker over the top and Price. Now Badiris for Barrett. Barrett second man play for Timmins. 30-metre line. 4th tackle. Badiris open side. Riles. Fittler. Now it's with Cooper. Cooper knocked down by Bowen.
There'll be another set of 6 for New South Wales. Matt Bowen forced to go for the intercept. And he's really the man that somehow they've got to get involved in the play, Matt Bowen. They need to score points, Queensland. I think he's got to have a roving commission. On that occasion, he was not too far away from going 70.
He's been good, Matt Cooper, hasn't he, Pete, in his debut tonight? He and Gasnier have been sensational. They've just carried on their Dragons form into this match.
So the Blues with Barrett. 5 away from the line. Great tackle by Stephen Price. Now they go wide. They're in again, the Blues. Minicello capping an absolutely brilliant second half. Barrett almost did it. Minicello completed it.
Yes, it was set up by the Trent Barrett run from the scrum base. They never recovered defensively. Danny Medeiros realised that was the way to go. This is Billy Slater unable to keep the football in. Judge looking down at the line, puts the flag up. The end of that set of 6. Matt Bowen was forced to give New South Wales another set. And on the Bundy Rum telestrator, we freeze it there. You can see it's a great run from Anthony Minicello, the line that he's running. They're looking at players coming around on that area as play continues. But the short ball from Timmins, Willie Tonga was back behind the rest of his defenders. Try time.
Oh, it's a very raggedy defensive line there. Tonga didn't move up. Billy Slater went up too quick. Once again presented a yawning gap for the Blues to run to. 26-8, long road back for the Maroons tonight.
Fitzgibbon, 10 in, 20 out. From the eastern side, hits it. Flags are up again for Fitzgibbon. The Blues 28-8. Andrew Voss sideline.
Well, first of all, news from the Queensland room. A further update on Matty Singh. He has gone to hospital with that broken jaw. And how about this stat, Ray, for those who love their statistics when it comes to State of Origin football? With that try to Anthony Minicello and the goal to Craig Fitzgibbon, would you believe in 25 years of Origin, New South Wales have now scored 1 more point than Queensland in total.
And it's gone out on the full. It's a penalty back at the middle of the halfway. Smith with the kick-off. Went for too much. So it's all going in the one direction at the moment. The ending that Freddie Fittler was probably dreaming about is about to become a reality. Riles, 10 in from touch, 25 out. Fittler, Kite, 2. Medeiros to the 10-metre line. Crocker hangs on with Parker. Fitzgibbon now. Fittler. Barrett tries to go through. Timmins goes to dummy half. Thinks about it himself. They pick him up and drive him down. 5 tackles gone for the Blues now. Fiddler's to the right. Fittler puts the kick in. Wesser. Can Reese get back? No, he can't. It'll be a line drop out. Restarts.
Shane Whippy looks on forlornly, doing everything right now, the Blues. Barrett and Fittler, the maestros out there, running to the line. If not running, little kicks in behind. And Nathan Highmarsh defending out there on the wing makes his 33rd tackle of the night.
He's come of age, Nathan Highmarsh, at the elite level. And I think Trent Barrett was given set instructions tonight to don't worry about playing the football, you run it. When you get a chance, take the line on and then let it unfold.
Cooper. Fitzgibbon. I gave you that stat. It's now gone even higher. 37 and 14 for Fitzgibbon. He plays the ball now. Medeiros and Barrett and Fittler. Fittler out to Rooney. Rooney running it straight at Darren Lockyer. Lockyer making the tackle. Badiris for Barrett. Back he goes to Timmins. Timmins, he's 12 metres out. Throws a couple of dummies. Now he's come back to Rooney. Rooney goes back to Cooper. And Cooper is tackled by Carlaw and Parker. 18 metres out from the line. The Blues with Riles now.
Oh, great offload from Riles.
Cooper's over! Cooper's put it over the line, but they want to have a look at it.
Yeah, the ball just bobbled up there. It was right in line, Paul Simpkins, but just wants to check. Great offload, Jason Riles. He's taken the ball up 14 times tonight for 8 offloads, and he's really kept the second phase play going for the Blues all night. Here comes the put down. Ooh, no try.
No try.
That will be no try. The arm hit the ground first, the ball came loose.
There's no doubt that one will be a red light. Takes nothing away from the quality of the Jason Riles offload.
The other thing is, there's a hand in there by a Queensland player. I think that ball's been stripped by Corey Parker. Watch this, is Corey Parker's left hand rakes the ball out.
Players junior putting with the Shell Harbour Sharks. Actually coached their under-16s a couple of years ago with Wood Bailey from St. George Illawarra.
Well, of course, the rule is that it can't be a penalty try in that situation. Let's have a look at Parker. No, gee, I think it'd be a really tough decision to rule against Parker there. I think in that instance you should be able to stop a try however you can.
Well, to stop the try, he really had to attack the football.
Well, boys.
Queensland confident they'll be going back to the 20-metre. It's no try penalty.
Yeah, picked it in one, Fatty.
So Fatty has picked the steal, and that's the way Sean Hampstead has ruled.
Well, Fatty was guilty of them a fair bit in his own career, so he knows what to look for in that situation. And Danny Badiris has pointed to the post here. They want to take the points on offer. That is something I don't like about the stripping rule in rugby league, the fact that you can't deny a try in that fashion.
And Phil Gould there adamant. He just wants to slow the game down. Obviously they're going to win the game with 13 minutes remaining. Another 2 points to add some insult to injury. And the way this man's kicking. And of course, on the Footy Show tomorrow night at 9:30 around the country, you'll see the dressing room interviews. One of Australia's great pop stars, Shannon Knoll, live in the studio.
Fitzgibbon, 13 out, puts it between the big sticks. They've reached 30. Kennedy and Mason waiting to come back in.
And Craig Fitzgibbon comes off as we see a disconsolate Matt Singh. I've seen any player injured in any game, but Matty Singh, such a simple. They tend to be.
Yeah, it was funny because once he got hit, he just got up and he just walked straight to the sideline. He knew there was something horribly wrong with his cheekbone or jaw, and he just walked straight off.
Speaking of walking off, Craig Fitzgibbon's walked off. I think that'll be the first break for Fitzgibbon throughout the whole series. Played the full 83 in game 1, the full 80 in game 2, and he's got through 67 minutes here. A remarkable effort.
Jason Riles. And another offload from the Dragons front rower to Cooper, who makes the 20-metre line. Kennedy, met by Flannery. And there's Fitzgibbon. With Coach Phil Gould, he has no greater admirer than Gould.
I don't think Craig's too happy. He wanted to be out there for the finish of this game. He's disappointed that he hasn't been given that opportunity.
So post-match tonight, Paul Harrigan and Andrew Voss will join the winners for the victory lap. We'll have all the interviews. We'll bring you all we can from the Olympic Stadium at the end of this game tonight. Barrett puts it down to Reece Wesser. Matty Bowen with him. Wesser just chancing his luck, but very close to the sideline. Bowen. Now Crocker. Out to the 20-metre line. Hindmarsh is there. Crocker is still not well. I've got no doubts one of those shoulders of his is still giving him trouble. There might be a story of gallantry or bravery to come out of that. Ross. Dragons and Broncos on Friday night, 8:30 on 9. That's why Gordon had his boots in the bag. Played by Flannery, given to Lockyer. Lockyer kicks, Slater's after it. A-la Origin 2. Kennedy's got the ball. Badira's coming off second best in all of that. Gaznia. Now for Fittler. Hindmarsh. Well, he was having a look at the defence.
Yeah, he did, but again it shows the versatility of Nathan Hindmarsh. Played much of the game on the right-hand side. Now across to the left. Ben Kennedy flying high. Didn't do his Newcastle teammate Danny Badiris any favours in the way he landed. And then Nathan Hindmarsh just having a look at the defender coming forward in Brent Tate.
Boys, go in.
Don't get sloppy, fellas. Let's keep it going.
Nothing silly. Ball in. Out.
Tonga. Minicello making the tackle. There's the attendance. 82,487. Capacity crowd at the newly configured stadium. Ben Ross. Hindmarsh has made a high tackle count, but his hit-ups only a couple in the game. Lockyer for Flannery. Flannery to Tonga. He's out of a tackle, he's out of another, and then Gaznia. Gaznia gets him this time.
He's a good player, isn't he, Willie Tonga? And this experience at State of Origin level will do him the world of good. Just in and away and around his man like he wasn't even there. It's a great little step and a good fend and got plenty of speed.
Well, from Queensland's point of view, there's the future. Players like Willie Tonga and players who have got experience over the last season or two at this level are going to be better down the track. Brent Tate, Billy Slater, Scott Prince has played well, Cameron Smith, Ben Ross has done a good job off the bench, Matty Bowen. There's a good nucleus there for the seasons to come.
30 points to 8. And the Blues, with 8.5 minutes to go. They haven't won a series decider in 10 years. 1994 was the last time they did that. Timmins comes off. Up the middle now. Here's Big Willie. Mason charging down the ground. Slater's after him. Mason and Slater. Slater and Mason. Mason's there. Mason has dropped it. Has he dropped it?
I think he's dropped it.
Well,
what a run.
If he
what
hasn't,
a run by the big man.
If he hasn't, it's one of the greatest Origin tries of all time.
Like a runaway buffalo. Oh, he loses it.
Billy Slater saved a try, but the big fella. What about he went to Billy Slater and went around him?
Oh, it's a great run. He's had a great series as well. And look, he sees there's no support, so now he decides, I can outrun this bloke. It's only Billy Slater. You're kidding, Billy. And look at him go, the sky cam shot there. Goes with him. What a good run.
What a good run. You said there's no support, they couldn't keep up, they were too tired to keep up.
Yeah, reminiscent of a run of Stephen Price we saw not so long ago. Nathan Hindmarsh in game 2. That was better. He got into the clear and changed gears.
Hang on, hold it still, wait for the ball. It's out.
So Queensland, look at this defence. Surging in on them, 3 of them. Kennedy and Minicello. Sivanasiva taken by Wing and Hindmarsh. So still the Maroons are yet to win outright at Telstra Stadium. This is the 8th time, in fact the 9th time, that Origin has been here. The best they've come up with was a draw. Lockyer, charge down, no knock on. Fiddler's going to score. Fiddler, his farewell, comes with a try. Freddie Fiddler scores. Game 31. The end of the career in rep football provides a try for Freddie Fiddler.
And his great mate and coach Bill Gould, loving every second of that. You can't knock the football on if you charge it down. And tonight Brad Fittler joins the great Wally Lewis as one of our leading players who is involved in a winning game to win a series on home turf in their final representative game. Plenty of leading players have not done it. Langer didn't, Stewart didn't, Lewis has, Fittler has.
34-8 as we break.
Just hold me, make me tell you I'm in love with you.
Double hopped Sterling, the beer lover's light.
Mark Gasnier is the kicker. Attempting conversion of Brad Fittler's try. It brought the stadium to its feet. Gasnier converts. And the score goes out to 36-8. New South Wales over Queensland. Andrew Voss sideline.
Well, Ray, Brad Fittler will tell you that he took in his first Origin match when he went along with his uncle to the SCG 20 years ago, 1984, on a wet night when his heart was broken as a young Blues supporter when Wally Lewis put in a kick that bounced off the crossbar into the arms of Greg Dowling. Tonight, Brad Fittler, in his final Origin match, well, he has broken the hearts of Queensland. They're crying now.
So only Langer and Meninga have played more matches than Fittler. He levelled up with Wally Lewis tonight. He's the highest capped New South Wales player ever and the youngest New South Wales player ever. Here's Cooper just outside the 30-metre line. And Fittler becomes only the second leading player to achieve series success in his final game on home soil. The other was Wally Lewis in 1991. 30 metres out from the Blues line. 36-8 to score. 28-point margin. Barrett, Mason again. Flannery and Smith making the tackle. Kennedy for Barrett. He gets a kick away. Slater comes out of the deep. Then he takes it back. Look at Slater go. In and away. Then it's Crocker. The ball goes to ground on the 40-metre line.
Yeah, great tackle on Billy Slater by Ben Kennedy coming across late. Otherwise, he was away, none of the sticks.
Smith. Swatted there by Hindmarsh. I keep looking at Crocker and I think to myself, he's in a lot of pain. Webke. What a performance. What an effort by Webke. Not in just tonight's match, but in a 20-match Origin career. Sivanasiva is 15 out from the line. Here's Scott Prince looking for the opening. Bowen will score. Bowen scores for Queensland. 36-12 now.
Yes, Matty Bowen. So good on his feet. Too little too late for Queensland, but at least they finished with a flourish. Was set up by the Billy Slater bust. Paul pointed out Ben Kennedy came up with a try saver. In fact, if Billy had have come this way, they wouldn't have caught him. And Queensland's never say die attitude is rewarded. Nice dummy from Scott Prince at dummy half. And that allowed Matty Bowen to get on the outside of a quick man in Craig Wing. Not too many quicker on the field than that try scorer.
Yeah, they never say die. It hasn't been their night. They've been outclassed and outgunned, and possession's gone against them. It's nearly 60% of possession to the Blues. But Blues too good. Consolation for Matt Bowen.
Cameron Smith from right in front. Scoreboard 36 points to 14. Here's a break.
Cheers, mate. Jeez, I wouldn't camp there if I were you.
There's drop bears.
Drop bears?
They're like a bigger, meaner sort of koala bear.
Then they drop from the tree.
Yeah.
And then grab your head by
Classic. Back at State of Origin 3, the decider is winding down. Stay with us after the game and take you out to centre field. Paul Harrigan, Andrew Voss, they'll join the winners for their victory lap later on. All the interviews. Here's Flannery. 36 to 14. With this win, New South Wales will lead the series 11-10. Matches, the games played will be back to level at 35-35. Cameron Smith has tackled now. With just over a minute to go, Bowen and Minicello goes back. And that's a very good effort by Minicello. He's been a real star in the second half. Barrett, he took control in the first. Minicello has been brilliant in the second. Played by Lewis. The young Panther wingers, they haven't let their state down. Gasnier has tackled. 2 tries for the Dragons centre. O'Mealy met by Crocker, ball dislodged. And that is Craig Wing, who's under that tackle with the siren just a matter of half a minute away. Badeiras, Fittler, Barrett, kick and chase and looking for regather. Wes has got the ball. Barrett's tackled him right on the 30-metre line. Now Crocker. Taken by Mason and Wing. Here it comes. The end of the series. It is over. The Blues have won. The Blues have sent off Brad Fittler and Phil Gould in the best possible fashion. 36 to 14. He's won his 6th series. Phil Gould, from 8 that he's coached, he's only lost 1. There's an embrace I wouldn't like to be in the middle of. Laurie Daly and Phil Gould, and look at the boys. They realise what a moment this must be for one of the legends of the game. Test matches, Origin matches, grand finals. He's won them all. He's captained at the highest level. The youngest player ever. And now tonight, one of only 4 players to play more than 30 matches of Origin. Brad Fittler. He went to Queensland thinking that he was helping the team. The win wasn't there, but it has been tonight. The party was spoiled by Alan Langer a few years ago. Here's Chief, here's Paul Harrigan.
Thanks very much. Well, with a very excited Brad Fittler, mate, you couldn't be denied. You finally got it. You've got it.
Just talking about coaching and just working hard at the end, and great bunch of fellas. I was just unreal, mate. Like, there's no fairy tale. I've been a fairy tale around my whole life, so just to be able to finish like that in a great side, it just feels unreal. It feels great.
Well, you've played in so many great sides in Origin. How do you rate this team?
Mate, as good as the others. Tough blokes. Come down to the end of the game. Queensland had a good side, so mate, over the moon. I'll play with Luke Lawson, Luke Rooney, these young fellas, so I'll be able to say that in about 20 years' time.
What about your own performance, particularly in that first half? You teamed up wonderful with Trent Barrett. You're taking the line on. Was that the plan? You wanted to take him on?
No, we all just wanted to play. We don't want to play like hard, we want to play like locks, so we took the line on, and that was our game, and it ended up working. I think we just outrun them, and sort of outtied them towards the end. And our commitment, the boys just aimed up.
Mate, you want to decide it on your home ground. It hasn't only been done by yourself and Wally. What a wonderful feeling. Congratulations from all of us, mate.
Thanks, mate. I really appreciate all the support I've had during the weekend. Last couple of weeks been fantastic.
Thank you, mate. Back to you, Rabs.
Good on you, Brad. He scored this try from a charge down late in the game. The result was beyond doubt, but the joy was there. And Freddie Fittler scores on farewell night. Andrew Voss with Darren Lockyer now.
Yeah, Ray, from one champion 5'8" to another, the Queensland 5'8" and captain Darren Lockyer. I mean, you've been part of a great series. It doesn't make it any easier, though, when you walk away without the prize.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. Tonight was a bit disappointing for us, but, full credit to the Blues. They played very well and they deserved to win.
Can you think at this point, so close to full-time, where the game was won and lost, it was 10 points the margin at half-time?
I think the last 10 minutes of the first half, they got a couple of tries, and that sort of put us on the back foot a bit. And then I thought when Reece Wesser was called, out in a touch with that try, that sort of, if we had got that try, maybe it was a different story. But in the end, they just ran away with it.
And it seemed that the New South Wales attack in the second half fairly relentless, lots of field position as well. You're under pressure in defence.
Yeah, they played a pretty simple game plan, and they just kept at it and wore us down.
Thanks for your time, Darren.
Yeah, disappointed Queensland captain Paul Harrigan is with one of the stars, Trent Barrett.
And you had an amazing game today. It's been around about 2 years since you played. What a return to Origin.
Mate, yeah, awesome. Couldn't ask for anything better. Been frustrating, missed all last year, the first two this year, but we had an awesome side today. Great to send the boys off a winner.
It was such a big game in all so many ways, but it must have been special to play alongside Freddie in his last game.
Yeah, it was. It was great for me and something all us younger blokes will never forget. To send him out a winner, score a try at the end. His fairy tale sort of has happened now.
Absolutely. Were you surprised by how many breaks you were making on individual runs early in that first half?
Yeah, it opened up a little bit, but definitely helps when you got the calibre of player I had outside me. Willie takes a few crabs off you. It was good to get in a bit of space.
Mate, one of your best. Go and enjoy that crowd.
Thanks, mate. Thank you.
Thanks, Rabs.
Paul Harrigan, thank you, Paul. With Trent Barrett after the break, the $5,000 VB Man of the Match. That's all part of the post-match, and also part of what is to come is the Origin presentation, interviews with the players as they make their victory lap. Here is a break, and then we're back to Telstra Stadium.
That was refreshing? Yeah. I think it's a lime.
New Bundaberg Rum Dry and Lime. Surprisingly refreshing taste.
This is Irene Johnson. She's never been one to pry, but right now she's getting very, very personal with one of her clients. He doesn't seem to mind. In fact, none of Irene's clients do, because they realize that by asking lots of questions, she's thoroughly exploring every deduction possible, and they get the maximum tax refund they're entitled to. H&R Block, the best people in tax. That's our claim.
There are some places a bandage won't go. Till now, introducing the new Liquid Bandage from Band-Aid brand. A protective waterproof seal that stays on anywhere, which helps minor cuts heal fast. The new Liquid Bandage from Band-Aid brand.
Our great land Australia is our lifeblood. Its future is in our hands. Some of our native plants and animals are under threat, but we're working on it. The Australian government has already begun the largest environmental rescue plan since Federation. From your backyard to your local region, you can help. Call this number or go to our website. Together, let's give our land a hand. Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
Sea Ray, the world's #1 selling production boat, is now available from Hirecraft Marine on Lake Macquarie. Sea Ray, from 16-foot sports to 71 feet of luxury, with more standard features than other brands offer as options. See the new Sea Ray range at Hirecraft Marine Toronto, your sole Sea Ray agent from Gosford to the Queensland border. Unbeatable quality at a price that's closer to your budget than you realise. Test drive Sea Ray at Hirecraft Marine Toronto, on the water where all good boat retailers should be.
These are the new John Deere L-Series lawn tractors. The L100 features a 17 horsepower engine, 5-speed gearbox, a big 42-inch cut and a free mulching kit, all for only $3,487 right away, no more to pay. The L110 boasts a 17.5 horsepower Kohler engine. It's automatic and even has cruise control. Yours for only $4,180 right away, no more to pay. John Deere lawn tractors from only $3,487.
Remember Irene, the tax specialist who got her client the maximum refund possible? Well, she's free now, so call Irene on 132325. H&R Block, the best people in tax. That's our claim.
It's been a gut-wrenching season on ER. Now, as it builds to its dramatic conclusion,
Come on, what are we waiting for? Let's go!
I can't feel my legs start packing.
there's just one thing left to do.
I love my son.
I'm going with her.
I want to go!
Wait, why are you doing this?
Hold on.
We gotta get away from him!
For your life, ER season final Thursday.
A victory and a scoreline which has delighted the vast majority of fans here at Telstra Stadium tonight. Over 82,000 in attendance to witness this 36-14 victory, New South Wales over Queensland. Mark Gasnier scored a double. Minicello, Rooney, Fittler and Barrett all crossed. Craig Fitzgibbon 5 from 6. Mark Gasnier a late goal, while for Queensland Slater and Bowen scored 4-pointers. Cameron Smith 3 from 3. New South Wales wrap up the series. Time to go centre field. Tim Gilbert to take us through the official presentation.
To our television audience through Channel 9's Wide World of Sports and everyone here at Telstra Stadium after another wonderful Origin series, it's time to introduce our dignitaries here on the stage, and of course Mr Jerry Harvey, the Chief Executive of Harvey Norman, the Chairman of the Australian Rugby League and the New South Wales Rugby League, Mr Colin Love, the Chairman of the Queensland Rugby League, Mr John McDonald, and the Chief Executive Officer of the Australian Rugby League, and of course General Manager of the New South Wales Rugby League, Mr Jeff Carr. And with no further ado, I'd like to call on the Queensland captain, Mr Darren Lockyer, to come up and say a few words.
First of all, I'd like to congratulate Danny and his team for a series win. They deserved it tonight. They played very well. I'd also like to thank my boys. Good effort tonight. Unfortunately beaten by a better side. I'd also like to thank Queensland supporters who made it here tonight. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next year.
Thank you, Darren. Now it's time for the victorious New South Wales captain, Danny Badiris. And Danny, just before you say a few words, I'm sure there's a little bit of silverware that you wouldn't mind. Mr Jerry Harvey has the State of Origin shield.
Thank you. State of Origin, the greatest game of football, and with Fujifilm, we're very happy to be sponsors, and thank you. Thanks, Jerry. Good on you, mate. You want to pick it up? There you go, mate.
First of all, I'd like to thank New South Wales Blues, not only tonight's players, but everyone that's played in the series. Thank you very much. It's made us so memorable in the Queensland. Just shows what good stead that Origin is. They keep producing the goods every Origin. And to you guys, thank you very much. We've had 2 games in New South Wales and a massive advantage for us. And also to Wizard, Mark Bruce and Jerry Harvey. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Danny. As he joins his team with the State of Origin shield and the victory lap, Peter, it's back to you.
What a wonderful moment there for Danny Badiris lifting the trophy. The young man from Taree in northern New South Wales captained the Blues to a series win. And Andrew Johns, when Danny Badiris went to the microphone, you started applauding. A good mate of yours from Newcastle. What a moment for Danny.
come a long way as a player and as a leader. Just so proud of him. Ollie's been outstanding these 3 games, and his leadership qualities, especially early on, were tested. But I thought he's come through with flying colours.
You know, tonight we got replaced and Craig Wing came on and played really well. When Denny Badeiras got back on, it was almost like, listen, I'm going to show you what I can do now. And he was sensational in the last 20 minutes.
I'd say 2 things, boys, for me were significant tonight. One with Anthony Minicello's kick returns. I thought he was fantastic. When he returns the ball well, his side wins. And the other one, as you said, Fatty, the guys off the bench. Kennedy, Wing, Kite and Mason, fantastic.
Willie Mason, how good did he go?
I thought he was going to run out of the stadium.
He was sensational, and he's had a big 3 games. And Phil Gould said, I'm going to tell you a lot about Willie Mason after this series is finished. He is a great bloke, so we look forward to that. There's the victorious New South Wales side, and fully deserved. You know, Queensland tonight, I thought they were pretty ordinary, but New South Wales just far too good.
Yeah, apart from probably 10 minutes in that first half, it did look fairly comfortable for New South Wales. Not much was said about Brad Fittler and Phil Gould, certainly from them leading into this game. Now is the time to sit back and bask in the glory for them.
I thought Fittler and Barrett combined so well. And what a great try at the end there. Fittler scored the try when he charged out. It was a great moment.
I just thought, the Blues, when they started well in the second half and sealed the game, Queensland always look uncomfortable chasing points. They really do. They play out of their comfort zone.
Well, a wonderful performance, not by just the 17 tonight for New South Wales, but the 27 players they have used throughout this series. A tough decision for man of the match. Andrew Voss is the man chosen as tonight's best.
Yes, the VB man of the match tonight, winning $5,000 as selected by the Australian selectors, is the Roosters and New South Wales hard-working back rower Craig Fitzgibbon. Craig, it's a touch of the Clive Churchill medal win in the 2002 grand final tonight for you.
Yeah, it's unreal, mate. It's just it's a great atmosphere out here, and it's great to see all the Blues come down. They really got me honest tonight. You could hear the crowd thumping, and it's very rewarding to get a good win like that.
Terrific first half from the side. I mean, so much purpose, the way you went about your business to lead by 10 at half-time.
Yeah, when I think about it, I can't think of a bad player. I think everyone really aimed up tonight. And, I thought Trent Barrett really steered us around well. Him and Freddie, their direction was great. And it was just fantastic to get a win. It doesn't matter how you get it as long as we got one.
You looked a little dirty when you come off. I must admit that. You had a little word to say to Phil Gould.
Yeah, I did a bit. I was a bit filthy. I just wanted to finish the series out with a full game, but now I'm thoroughly happy I've got a rest because I'm going to play against Saturday night, so it'd be great to freshen up.
Great effort, Craig. 37 tackles, 14 hit-ups, the VB man of the match. Well done.
Thanks, Ossie. Thanks, VB and Channel 9.
Yes, obviously a number of players would have come into contention for man of the match. I actually think Craig Fitzgibbon was player of the series. I thought he was the best for New South Wales in this victory for them. Paul Harrigan is down with another of New South Wales stars.
Yeah, I'm with Mark Gasnier right now, and you finally made your debut. You've scored 2 tries, and look at this crowd. What's it like?
It's just, Chief, it's just unbelievable. And, main thing is that Gus and Freddie got sent out on the note that they deserve. They're champion people and they deserve the send-off they got.
It was your debut. Was it everything you thought it would be? Was it fast?
Yeah, it was. It was fast, it was tough, and it was great that, I had Trent inside me and I got to see a bit of ball, and, it was just like playing along club with, I had Timo and Trent inside me. It was fantastic.
Have a look at this. Look at this crowd.
Mate, it's just 80,000 people cheering for you. It doesn't get any better than that.
And the taste in your mouth. I bet you can't wait for next year. You can't wait.
Mate, I'd love to play again next week if it was on.
Well, there you go. Enjoy this. I tell you what, it doesn't matter if you're under 7s or under 9s or you're playing in the country, to do a victory lap, it's one of the highlights of rugby league, isn't it?
By far. By far.
Well, there you go. Back to you guys. One happy Mark Gasnier.
Yeah, he's bounced back from plenty of adversity in the last few months. A double tonight in his debut game. And a fantastic evening for the New South Wales captain, Danny Badeiras, who is also with Andrew Voss.
Well, Danny, what's it like being in your shoes tonight? How does this sound? Danny Badeiras, New South Wales series winning captain.
Yeah, it's going bad down here at the moment. I had a winning speech there, and you don't really prepare for those sort of things, but I forgot to say Freddie and Gus, they're absolute legends of the game, and you don't get to play in these sort of teams. Let me go and get coached by one of the greats, and also Freddie. He could have captained the side tonight, but it was lucky for me.
You've won a premiership, but to captain your state to a win, where does it stack up?
It's just the games have come thick and fast for me at the moment. I haven't had a chance to sit down, but we've got the bye this weekend, and I really soak it up over the next few days.
I'll let you soak this up now. Thanks, Danny.
Mate, thanks, Bob.
It's a great night for Danny Badeiras and his players. For the first time in Origin history, New South Wales have won more series in Queensland. 11-10. It's been a long time coming. And and the players will now take a very slow victory lap and savour every second of this. We'll take a break as well and come back to wrap it up here at Telstra Stadium.
Get ready for Origin all over again. An all-star blockbuster. Dragons, Broncos, 8:30 on NBN's Friday Night Football.
There's a new model Camry around the corner, so Toyota is now offering outstanding run-out reductions on current models. For just $29,988 drive away, the Camry Altis V6 Auto comes with air, cruise control, power windows, and the silky smooth power of an all-alloy quad-cam V6. Or there's the best-in-class Camry Altis 2.4 Auto, just $26,988 drive away. See your Toyota dealer before they all run out.
Caltex Dello 400 is the premium diesel engine oil that doesn't just meet industry benchmarks, but sets new ones. It offers engine protection beyond today's standards. In fact, Dello 400 is so advanced, it's designed for diesel engines that haven't even been built yet.
The Australian government is working to protect our environment. To find out how you can get involved in your region, call this number or go to our website. Together, let's give our land a hand. Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
Ready to order?
Well, sheer Rogan Josh, please. And buttered chicken.
Lamb tandoori. And lots of papadums.
Everyone back to our place.
New from Patak's to complete your Indian meal at home. Yummy naan bread, ready in minutes.
You'll love this.
Delicious Patak's flavoured rice.
Only took 90 seconds.
And crunchy, ready-to-eat papadums.
Hey, take a pat on the back. Thanks, Patak.
It's Indian made easy.
Big Pond broadband prices have dived. Starting from $29.95 a month on a 24-month plan. Plus, for a limited time, $0 installation for existing Big Pond dial-up members. Call 1-800-008-874.
Lee Rowan's Garden World bring you an unbelievable offer these school holidays. Free home delivery on their huge range of quality garden soils, mulches, sands and gravels. What a great deal from Lee Rowan's Garden World, Warners Bay and Raymond Terrace.
Just when Jimmy and Jill and Oz and Cynthia think they're out of trouble with the mob,
Trying to shoot Oz, honey.
they pull them back in.
Where is my wife?
Bruce Willis, Matthew Perry, the whole 10 yards.
Hello? Anybody?
Sunday night of the movies.
Look what I have created! I have been fired!
Take an incredible journey to the ends of the earth.
I'd rather take my chance out there on the ocean than to stay here and die.
To the center of your heart.
I love you. You're the love of my life.
Academy Award winners Tom Hanks and Helen Hunt in the blockbuster movie Smash. Castaway, 8:30 Sunday.
Welcome back to the Telstra Stadium on a night when New South Wales have wrapped up State of Origin for 2004, and the New South Wales coach Phil Gould has collected his 6th series win, the most successful coach in Origin history. I could ask about the life and times of Phil Gould. You could almost say the strife and times of Phil Gould. The famous sporting question is, how do you feel, Gus? How do you feel?
I feel very proud, mate. Very, very proud. Origin's been a very special part of my life, but particularly for this bunch of players. And right at the top, I want to thank all those players who played in Game 1 and Game 2 that weren't with us tonight. I said at the start of the series, this would be a tough series. We'd use a lot of players. But in my own heart, I knew come Game 3, we had the blokes that could do the job. And I knew once Freddie had got one under his belt in Game 2, I thought that was important before he came back here to Telstra. for this third game, and it's all worked out perfectly.
Phil, I can't imagine, without knowing the ins and outs of your game plan tonight, of the New South Wales game plan tonight, that the players haven't met every single requirement you set out for them?
No, did it perfectly. They really did. There were some things we learnt from game 1 into game 2, and from game 2 to game 3 there was a massive improvement, even though we made 6 changes. And the fellas who came into the side I knew were the ones that we needed to implement those changes, and they did. Some of these fellas here, I've been buying the programs every week, hoping they're making their comeback. I mean, if Ben Kennedy never had a game for 2 years, and he said he was right for tonight, I'd have picked him in the side. He's just an Origin player. Jason Riles, now the Gasnier and Cooper have been dying to get them into Origin for some time, and that's nothing against the other blokes who played. They've done their job, but these are players of the future.
Now, on the emotion of Phil Gould tonight on the sideline, how do you keep making decisions in that situation? It was an emotional night. You're out there, you're feeling something for Brad. It's your last game as coach. Those sort of factors have to come into it.
Mate, I was surprisingly calm, I really was. I was very confident when I got here tonight, and I was super confident at half-time, and I just wanted to get swept up in the emotion of it, and the crowd were sensational, 80,000 people here, and, you know, I knew we had them. I knew we were going to play the football, and, you know, it was a tussle there for the first half. Queensland were doing what they do well, but I just got the feeling that once we got the first one, the dam would break, and it broke.
It's now 6 series wins for Phil Gould. It is a record of 14 wins, 9 losses, 1 draw. Is that it? Is that all we're going to see of Phil Gould coaching? Is this the last night, the last match you will ever coach in rugby league?
Yeah, it is. It is. You know, I can be proud of that record forever, and I'm very proud of the people and supportive of the people that have supported me over the years. Mum and Dad, they're at home, they'll be loving this. They've done it tough because they know as well as I do. We get a lot of criticism in the media and a lot of unfair criticism. A lot of it we bring on ourselves, but you know, a lot of it's very unwarranted from people that I think struggle with their own insecurity and struggle with their own lack of knowledge, and they struggle with the fact they get intimidated sometimes by people that won't bow to them. And we're never going to be like that. You know, I love my time with the Roosters. I love my work with Channel 9 and working with the Sun Herald. And, you know, my wife's here tonight, June, and my 3 kids are at home. Brooke, Jack and Abby, they'll be at Grandma's place. They'll be happy. And, you know, it's the love and support of your family that makes all this worthwhile. And I can put up with the other stuff. And to see these players, these young players come through, live out their dreams in Origin, play this sort of football, and to see, you know, the bloke I love the most, Brad Fittler, be a part of this tonight, it's very special for me, and I can walk away from this and get on the rest of my life.
I'm going to let you walk away and join your teammates. Phil, congratulations. Thanks for giving us so much of your time through the Origin series as well. Enjoy tonight, mate. Well done.
Thank you very much, Bossy.
Phil Gould.
Yes, as usual, calling it the way he sees it, Phil Gould. Love or hate him, there's never been any doubt about his passion for coaching New South Wales and the game of rugby league. And there he goes up the tunnel for the last time. This time he left it a little bit later. In fact, he'd like to leave it about an hour longer, I'd say. But a wonderful night for Phil Gould and his players. And I'm glad that he did go out of his way to mention all 27 players. They've all contributed tonight. Must have been very difficult for the likes of Andrew Ryan and Matt Gidley to watch this, but they know they're a part of it, and they played an important part in what was a very competitive series. Don't forget, game 1, Golden Point. Could have gone Queensland's way. They were good enough to win game 2 by 4 points. But New South Wales tonight, under that man there, has taken the series 2-1 on a wonderful night for New South Wales supporters here. Plenty of them making up over 82,000. Gentlemen, what did you think?
I think it's been a great series, Pete, no doubt about it. Disappointing Queensland tonight, but you know what? State of Origin just keeps on keeping on. Tonight we've seen some hopes and ambitions dashed. We've seen some dreams realised and come true, and that's what Origin will always bring to the table.
Yeah, 2 things stick out for me, apart from the Blues win. That's Freddie Fittler's great finish, fairy tale finish, or he didn't want to say fairy tale, a perfect ending for Freddie. And secondly, Billy Slater's try in game 2. Won't forget it.
Joey?
Just what a great series. It turns young players into superstars. Billy Slater, Willie Tonga. These players are going to be around for 10 years and just can't wait to watch them.
I think that's a highlight for me too, that the players who we've seen over the last 2 or 3 months, they may be around for the next 10 years and playing the kind of football that has seen Brad Fittler go through to where he is at now. Queensland were very competitive in this series. We won't have an opportunity to chat to their coach, Michael Hagan, not through his decision, but he's tied up at the moment. Then they can hold their heads high too, because I think a lot of people probably didn't think they were going to be good enough to send it to a decider. They were. And now we've got Origin out of the way, NRL football. A lot of these players will be backing up in the next couple of days, and it will continue on. Gentlemen,
I think a few of them won't. There's a few busted there tonight. Darren Lockyer, he got hammered tonight and he was limping quite badly in the end. and probably plenty of others having checks over the next couple of days.
Well, thank you for tonight. Andrew Johns, good luck with your rehabilitation. We look forward to seeing you back for the Newcastle Knights next year. Matty, Fatty, we'll do it all again tomorrow night on the Footy Show.
Looking forward to it.
Good. Review, preview. And Mark Ferguson, thanks for your company over the last couple of weeks as well. We've enjoyed every second of it.
Good on you, Sterlo. Great job. Just a reminder, the $5,000 winning entry in the VB Man of the Match competition will be announced on tomorrow night's Footy Show. Also on the Footy Show, extensive dressing room interviews from tonight and Shannon Knoll live. That's from 9:30. Cricket, and it's the top end tour, Australia versus Sri Lanka from Kazali Stadium, Cairns. That's from 10 Friday morning. Friday night football, a blockbuster, the Dragons v the Broncos from Wynn Stadium. A strong cast of players backing up from tonight from 8:30 Friday night on 9. Sunday, and the Bulldogs take on the Storm at the Sydney Showground from 4 o'clock, both big winners last week. And the big sporting events keep on coming on 9, with the British Open from Royal Troon, Scotland, just over a week away. So the 2004 Origin Series belongs to the Blues. From all of us here at Telstra Stadium, it's a very good night. It's goodbye, Gus Gould. Farewell, Freddie Fittler. You'll be missed.
This has been another presentation from Nine's Wide World of Sports. This program brought to you by Bundaberg Rum, celebrating the true Aussie spirit of sport. Amy, lucky you're with Amy. And Victoria Bitter, beer of the NRL.
Get ready for Origin all over again. An all-star blockbuster, Dragons Broncos, 8:30 on NBN Friday Night Football. Oscar winners Tom Hanks and Helen Hunt in the blockbuster movie Smash. Castaway, 8:30 Sunday on NBN.
Good evening, I'm Alex Wildman. Tonight we're playing for a total provisional prize pool of $1,110,437. Our Division 1 prize tonight, $555,218. And we're also playing for a Lotto Strike First Division prize of $710,000. Congratulations to New South Wales on winning this year's State of Origin series. Our first ball, here it is, number 7. There were no Division 1 winners in Monday night's Lotto draw, which meant cash roll down double divisions 2 to 5 prizes. Our second ball, and hoping it's one of your numbers, number 19. Looking over tonight's Lotto draw proceedings are, of course, our Lotto officials and government representatives. The third ball, number 27. More than 30,000 Lotto winners doubled their prize money, and it could happen again on any Monday or Wednesday draw. Here's our fourth ball. It is number 40, so the winning Lotto strike numbers for tonight's draw, 7, 19, 27 and 40. Congratulations if you've been clever enough to choose those numbers in that order. Our fifth Lotto ball is 24. Don't forget to put your entry in for Lotto Strike on Saturday. The jackpot is now over $700,000. Our sixth ball is number 26. You can play 3 times a week with any Lotto entry. Simply choose the first 4 Lotto balls drawn in order. It's that easy. Our first supplementary is number 22. Tonight's winning Lotto numbers, 7, 19, 27, 40, 24, 26. 22 is our first supplementary. And our second supplementary is number 11. Congratulations to our lucky Lotto winners this evening, and remember, you've been part of the game that makes dreams come true. Good night.
This Thursday's Powerball jackpot is $9 million. For more chances to win, ask for a Mega Power Pick. $9 million Powerball jackpot. You could spend the rest of your life.
The following program contains footage that may disturb some viewers.